fashion subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions opinion. Come and have a seat. You might find a treat or exclusive sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Million with opinion and all in the queue. Nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, when the pass on the test through. On the triple up. Double up, leave out in the queue. On the topic, big way for us to come through. On the crew, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic, getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop on the topic. Getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, let it pass on the test soon. Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions opinion. Come and have a seat. You might find a treat or exclusive sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Million with opinion and all in the queue. In the queue, nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, when it pass on the test through. On the triple up. Double up, leave out in the queue. On the topic, big way for us to come through. On the crew, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic, getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop on the topic. Getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, let it pass on the test soon. Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions opinion. Come and have a seat. You might find a treat or exclusive sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Million with opinion and all in the queue. In the queue, nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, when it pass on the test through. On the triple up. Double up, leave out in the queue. On the topic, big way for us to come through. On the crew, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic, getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop on the topic. Getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, let it pass on the test soon. Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions opinion. Come and have a seat. You might find a treat or exclusive sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Million with opinion and all in the queue. In the queue, nobody gonna stop us. On the issue, when it pass on the test through. On the triple up. Double up, leave out in the queue. On the topic, big way for us to come through. On the crew, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic, getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop on the topic.
What up, family? What's up? Mrs. W 1985. I am good. Y'all see, it's only me here tonight. Sorry. Minion was not able to join me tonight. If he can, I asked him to pop in. So if he can, he's gonna pop in. Javar, what did Javar say? Javar said, bet she ain't going to call no trustees, and this is her going to be soloing again. I have no idea. I actually think that they will be having a meeting today. We're going to get into the agenda. We're also going to get into what happened last meeting. We'll do like a little review about what happened the last time. But yeah, so Minion couldn't make it today. So it's just one person with the double up, just me. Minion will try to pop in if he can. I may send someone a message and ask them if they can pop on with me, maybe to co-host today. We'll see what happens. But Minion, he sends his love to all of you. So let's try to get into it. I don't care who's on here. If nobody's on here, I'm just going to talk. We're going to review the agenda. So the agenda, this is the agenda for today. The agenda for today. And this is the Thornton Township meeting. The Thornton Township meeting is supposed to start at 6. So we'll see if that happens. So they have all the pleasantries. It says reports and presentations. I wonder what that consists of, because Kamal never gives a report. And he's supposed to be the youth director. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. If Kamal is going to give a report today after not giving one for so long. I'm sure that Stan Brown's wife will be there to give her senior's report as usual. I don't know who else might. Oh, we know that Keith Price will be there to give a report on the food pantry. We also know that there will be several other people in the building today. So let's see. So she's going to approve the minutes of the special board meeting held on August the 15th. They're going to approve minutes for the board meeting for August 20th. Old business, approval of upcoming events. Why is she still having these events? So she has, and these things were not on the calendar. I'm getting ready to go to the website because I didn't see any of these things on the Thornton Township calendar. No Gospel Fest. I didn't see any of those things. Maybe she put them up there recently. But they were not up there when we looked the last time. Let's see if they are up here this time. I'm going to switch screens for you guys so that we can look live, so you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I came to the Thornton Township website because last time we came here, we didn't see any other events listed. But on the agenda today, she wants them to approve a gospel fest, a house fest, bingo, big bingo, and tech savvy. The last time we looked at the list, only events. Only big bingo was up there, I believe. So I don't recall. And you can't get to the calendar. What I want is the calendar. Assessor's office, media. The only thing you can do now is click on these things. I don't see a calendar. Let's see if we go here, events. She said big bingo. So there's big bingo. There's tech savvy. Township talk. She don't need approval for that. Yeah, no. When is this gospel fest supposed to be happening? Because there's nothing. Y'all see me flipping through the calendar right here. October, November, December. I don't see any of those. So I don't know what she's talking about as far as wanting to get, let me switch tabs, for wanting to get Gospel Fest approved, House Fest, Big Bingo, and Tech Savvy. That's what she wants to get approved tonight for future events, I guess. Big Bingo is every month, and so is Tech Savvy. Then she has a motion to approve. She's still trying to get them to pay for her lawyer, her retainer fee, because as you all know, I believe Grace Levi has a live on these court cases. So go subscribe to her channel, Grace Levi. I believe she talks about these court cases here. These court cases, now what people are starting to do is name Tiffany in the court cases so that they're not suing the town or the township, they're suing her. So she wants the township to pay the retainer fee or her lawyer fees. They should vote no to all of this, because I believe Trustee Carmen is the one that asked at the last meeting if the cases were concerning her and her only, or if they included the township, and she never answered. So we'll see what happens with that. Then we have to approve the bills, the general fund, the general assistance fund, roads and bridges fund. And then there's a budget approval for fiscal year of 2024-25. Adopt 2024-25 budget and appropriation ordinance for Thornton Township General Assistance Fund, and then adopt budget and appropriation ordinance for Thornton Township General Fund. And I do believe that at the last, not this last meeting, but I believe it's the August 20th meeting, Trustee Gonzalez said they was not accepting no type of budget coming from Robert Hunt, that they would be getting a budget together with a certified audit and public accountant, and doing a budget themselves, the trustees, along with an accountant and a village attorney or municipal attorney, and they will be submitting that. So I wonder if they'll be doing that. I don't think so, because the rumor or the word on the street is that the trustees did not get to put anything on the agenda. So here we go again with that. And then look at how this thing is typed. Look who typed this. Look at how this thing is typed. Ordinance all up here, and the ordinances are down here. Okay, the first ordinance is a motion to approve an amended ordinance. This is to regulate the event expenditures. Wow, she's still putting this on there. A motion to approve an amended, establish a retail credit card net 30 policy for Thornton Township. They need to vote no to these two, and they need to leave their ordinances the way that they wrote them, along with the municipal attorney that they wrote them with. Then she has new business, approval for purchase, handicap accessible vehicles for transportation department. Girl, you don't need to be buying no vehicles. Why would they allow you to buy any type of vehicles? This is baffling to me. What do y'all think about that? She wants them to approve them buying some vehicles. We know what happened with the last vehicles. They didn't even get paid, and they almost got repoed. They got repoed. They had to turn them in. So why do they think that she would allow her to buy another vehicle? This says a handicap accessible vehicle. We do got PACE buses and vans that the residents can use. Thank you. There's no need for buying vehicles. That's it, Javar. That's my point exactly. There is no need to buy vehicles, because for one, all they have to do is call PACE and make an appointment, and they will come and pick them up. But two, Javar, they already have buses. They already have vehicles that they pick the seniors up for Big Bingo. Because this lady said it outside at the last meeting. She told one of her friends to come to Big Bingo because they get picked up. She says Tiffany sends a bus for us, pick us up. So why would she need to purchase a vehicle? Wasted money. Wasting. Again, she's asking the township to waste money. Then she's going to come with this supervisor report. We're not going to hear anything but a speech, a campaigning speech. Baby Seal, I have it on good authority that the nonsense will be ending very soon. The logistics is killing me too, Baby Seal Club. It is killing me too. I mean, this is a nightmare. Even when, okay, so we're having the race for the supervisor position as well. So the supervisor seat is up. All of the trustee seats are up. And so whoever gets in this supervisor seat is going to have a very, very hard time untangling and deciphering what is going on with these finances. I mean, I also have it on very high authority that, our dear friend Robert Hunt won't be, very much longer with the township either. Because his accounting skills leave a lot to be desired. Because, sir, where are the receipts? You should have been asking for the receipts. As a certified public accountant, you should have been asking for receipts to go along with invoices, or receipts to go along with these credit card statements. You should have been going to each department head and saying, I need your receipts for this statement, your credit card statement. I need some proof. I need some receipts for this. But I don't understand his practices at all. Hey y'all, what's good? Yeah, we are, yo. Yeah, we are. Chris, this is funny. She's cute in a Cindy Lou Who kind of way, okay? In a Grinch that stole Christmas in kind of way. She sure is. So this agenda, like I said, the trustees did not even get a chance to add anything to the agenda. So I don't know if the trustees are going to show up tonight. I don't know if they're going to have a quorum. I did hear that they will show up tonight. And hey, don't play with my yo-yo. Welcome. Minion couldn't be here tonight. He sends his love. Hopefully, or maybe he'll be able to pop in later. I hope that he's watching, and maybe he'll be able to pop in later. Yeah, this right here is astounding. She want to buy a new vehicle. She wants to amend the ordinances that the trustees put out for spending limits and credit cards. And really, there was nothing wrong with the ordinances that they put forth originally. I do have those ordinances. If you all would like to look at them, let me pull them up. Let's look at the event one. Let's see if I have the event. Let's see. Let's see. Ordinance establishing travel guidelines. Ordinance repealing salary ordinance. Wow. I didn't even know they had this one. Ordinance to regulate township merchandise for personal promotion. These are all ordinances that they put forth, and I believe they all passed, but the expenditure for the event, I have the event budget. Let's see. All right, we'll go and see if we can take a look at that. But yeah, this is amazing. We're gonna be broadcasting from the Critical Smokers page. Shout out to him, and we want to give credit to him. But the ordinance that they had previously to for the expenditures, there was nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Let's see. Let's get the other. See if we can get this ordinance up. Let me see if I can get this ordinance up for you guys. Hold on one second. How y'all doing tonight? But if we replace her, who's going to hold all these big bingo events? Baby Seal, hopefully the nursing home where these people live, because Shouldn't that be a part of their events program at the nursing home where they live? Yes, Javar. Carmen is a beautiful woman. I agree. She's a very, very pretty lady. Um, yeah, hopefully the nursing home where these people live should be holding these events for them. They shouldn't be having to hold on, y'all. I am trying to get this ordinance up for you guys. I'm trying to see here. See how I can. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry. I forgot I had these. I'm gonna get ready to put it up right now. I forgot that I had these. I have the other ones too. Let's see if we can get them open. Boom. All right. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. This is the event ordinance. This is the original ordinance that the trustees wrote and turned in. You see, they're all listed there. Okay, it's a lot of whereases, duly organized, the township board. Now, therefore, it is ordained. The first one, incorporation call. All of the recitals here in before stated as contained in the preambles to this ordinance are full, true, and correct. The Township Board does hereby reference, incorporate, and make them part of this ordinance as legislative findings. The purpose of this ordinance is to regulate the budgeting and expenditure processes for events organized by Thornton Township, ensuring proper oversight, approval, and adherence to set financial limits. Invocation of authority. The ordinance is adopted pursuant to the authority granted to the township by the Constitution of the State of Illinois and Illinois compliant statutes. Now, let's talk about something. Tiffany had a nerve to, hey, Amy, Tiffany had a nerve to say, ask the trustees, did they even know how to write an ordinance, and did they get help with the ordinance? Man, these people are not dumb. These people are not dumb. These ordinance, all you have to do is go back to the archives. So this is a tip for anybody who wants to run for office and become a trustee. If you want to write an ordinance, all you do is you go back in the archives to the old ordinances or previous ordinances that were passed. You take that ordinance and you draft yours and to make it look similar, to use the same wording, verbiage, and to make sure that you are hitting all the points that you are supposed to hit. And then you turn it into a municipal law attorney, should be the village attorney. So let's see, definitions. Event. So they're defining event, an organized activity or gathering funded or sponsored by Thornton Township. Department, any recognized division or section within Thornton Township responsible for organizing events. Board, the governing body of Thornton Township, such as the Board of Trustees. Expenditure, any payment or disbursement of funds for goods, services, and prizes related to an event. Requirement for explanation of events. Now here they're going to lay out what is required that she must give them, that she must submit. So I wonder if she submitted any of those papers for today to go along with her so-called amendment of the ordinances that they set forth. Is she alleging she did something illegal to withdraw the funds, or did she use a loophole the town is trying to close? I don't think that there were any previous limits set. Kevin, yes, I am going to be streaming the meeting. I'm just taking care of some business before the meeting gets started. The meeting doesn't actually start until 6 o'clock. We all know that she gets there late, so we'll just say the meeting will probably start around 6:30 if I had to guess. But yes, I will be streaming the meeting as soon as the stream starts. We're streaming right now. The stream that I use, Critical Smoker, he's not live yet. You're welcome, Kevin. So this explanation of events. So like I said, I'm not sure if, I don't think they were trying to close a loophole. I think that they were trying to make sure that they could cap her spending, which I don't think was a thing before. I don't think that there was a cap on spending, as far as an event was concerned. And I don't think she was having to get prior approval to have events either. I think she was allowed to just have events, because first of all, Thornton Township is supposed to give services to the residents. So yeah, yikes. And so, yeah, I mean, this is definitely making sure that this doesn't happen again, even with the next supervisor. So she has to give the purpose of the event and the objective of the event, the anticipated date, time, and location of the event, a detailed budget outlining all expected costs, including but not limited to the venue, staffing, materials, and prizes, the expected number of participants, and any anticipated revenue or funding sources. And I'm not sure that she's even turning in any of these things, because when they talk about these, this is the ordinance that a couple of meetings back, the Robert Hunt said it was too vague. You know what the trustees want. Yep. This is the ordinance that he claimed was too vague. But how is it too vague? They laid out, you see it right there. They have laid out what she needs to give them. It's right there. It says a detailed budget. It don't just say budget. It says a detailed budget. Then it lists all expected costs, including but not limited to the venue, staffing, materials, and prizes. The expected number of participants. I'm just confused as to how this is too vague when they specifically ask you for certain things. Then it says pre-approval. So she has to get pre-approval for payments, event planning, coordination services, venue rental, equipment and supplies, marketing and promotional materials, prizes and awards. She's asking on this agenda to have the Gospel Fest approved, a house fest. I mean, has she submitted any of these things? Look, it says a monthly event spending cap, $10,000 per month. Well, we know that she far exceeds that, because the taste of Thornton Township cost $135,000. I actually think it was a lot more than that. So I actually think they're going to be way over $135,000 when they start looking at it. These policies should have been in place years ago. These requirements are basic information expected by any board governing model. Winky Wonder, I feel like yes and no. I feel like yes, in some places. They never had encountered this before. Before, Tiffany was Frank Zuccarelli, and he spent decades in that seat and never had, gotten out of it. And he never did anything like this. Never did any type of spending like this. I'm not saying he was a saint, but he never spent that much money. It's amazing people can do this. I suppose the laws and rules against her spending are very loose, probably because those who made the laws wouldn't imagine someone doing. That's exactly my point. They didn't imagine that. They didn't imagine that at all. I would love to see their bylaws. Maybe they just haven't been following the bylaws. She hasn't been following any laws, Winky Wonder. None. None. They have plenty of ordinances on the books. She is not following most of them. How is it possible she gave $50,000 to other performers, but you give Kiki Wyatt, I think that's how you spell her name, yeah, 30,000, and you gave Jay Holiday 20,000? Okay, Javar. I hope Kiki Wyatt is watching somebody's live stream or watching all of these news reports and knowing that she got gypped. Okay. No shade to Kiki and Jay Holiday, but she should have just put a speaker out there and played music. She shouldn't have had this at all because to me it looked poorly put together. It's supposed to be a taste. Where was the vendors? Where was the vendors for the show, for the taste? Where were all of the food vendors? I mean, there was nothing to taste. Okay, they have a quorum. All right, let's see if our person is live. Let's see who we can see. Let's see. Y'all hold on, give me a second, 1 second, and I'm gonna find the stream for you. Give me 1 second. Okay, they haven't started yet. Okay, they haven't started the meeting. I didn't figure they had. Ordinances or laws don't mean anything unless they are consequences and enforcement behind them. And that is true. I mean, they have tried to enforce them. I mean, if you weaponize the police department against the township and the residents, how can you enforce them? That's my question. How would you be able to enforce them? I don't see. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I'm gonna find the just let me find the live feed and I'll get the feed in here. See, can we get the feed? Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see, y'all. I think I found someone. Hold on, y'all. We are about to see. See if we can. See if we can find the feed. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm looking for the feed. I thought we had someone. Oh, I have it. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Once the meeting gets started, then I'm going to just be quiet. We're going to be using Hannibal's feed. I hope you all stay tuned in, even though I'm going to be using his feed. I'm going to get quiet so that you all will be able to hear the entire meeting. Thank you, Winky Wonder. Yeah, Hannibal is a great channel. He's a great channel. If you're not subscribed to him, you should.
No
Thank you
bingo
all.
tonight.
Thank you guys for tuning in with me. They told me Tiffany just got
But I could put on I could highlight some of the comments this time because I'm on a different platform, not on that OBS stuff. So we're still waiting for Critical. Hopefully he gets his stream up so we can get that nice horizontal view. I'm checking his page right now. I think he's live. Is he live right now? Let me check.
I just told y'all.
Okay, he's live. So we're gonna switch over to this one.
We're gonna switch over to Critical Smoker too, because I want
screen.
the horizontal view for you guys as well. Let's see, because I didn't see him live a few minutes ago.
All right.
Hey everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for coming out.
We're gonna switch as well.
September 10th, 2024, and the time is 6:11 p.m. Please call the roll. Trustee Jones.
Okay, I'll make it bigger for
Trustee
you guys.
Gonzalez. Trustee Gray Everett.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet now.
Trustee
You guys enjoy.
Supervisor Hager. Present. Next, if everybody stand for the pledge.
Shout out to Critical Smoker. We are using his feed, so thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Critical Smoker.
Next, we have reports and presentations. We don't have any. Next, we have approval minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the special board meeting held August 15th, 2024 at 6 p.m.? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. All right. Any discussion? Call the roll. Trustee Jones? Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Carlisle? Supervisor Hager? Yes. Motion passed.
There's very few
Is there a
people here.
motion to approve the minutes of the board meeting held on August 20th, 2024 at 6? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Is there a motion second? Any discussion? Call the roll.
Hey,
Trustee
it's
Gray
all
Everett?
good. I didn't even know there was a
Trustee
meeting
Carlisle?
tonight.
Trustee Gonzalez? Trustee Jones? Supervisor Hager? Yes. Motion passed. Next on the agenda is old business, approval of upcoming events. Is there a motion to approve the Gospel Fest? Is there a motion? Is there a second? All right, second. Any discussion? Call roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Jones. Trustee Carlisle. Supervisor Henry.
Yes.
Motion failed.
All right. Is there a motion to approve the house pass? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Call roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Jones. Trustee Carlisle. Supervisor Henry.
Yes.
Motion failed.
Next on the agenda, is there a motion to approve bingo? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? Call roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Jones. Trustee Carlisle. Supervisor Henry.
Yes.
Motion failed.
All right. Next, is there a motion to approve text sack? Is there a motion? Is there a second?
I would suggest that we can still have it, and there is a net 30 account for food, so you can order food for the net 30 account, but there are no additional items, approved for that, no additional.
Well, it's no additional anything. You guys asked for ordinance, and you guys created an ordinance. I tried to explain to the residents that you guys' goal was to shut down everything here at Thornton Township, which is exactly what you did when you passed the ordinance at the last scheduled board. In doing so, you told us, and I quote, put everything together, show us a budget, tell us what you want to spend, what events you want approved, and we did that. We presented it before you guys still said no. So that was the agenda the entire time. You guys are not trying to include residents in operations as it relates to anything goes on in Thornton Township or anything that we set forth as a team. You guys' goal is just to say no. And that's sad, because what's your reason for saying no to any of this stuff? And y'all know it'd be over 500 people down here for Big Bingo. So it said that y'all even voted no for Big Bingo. It said that you voted no for Tech Savvy. Tech Savvy is where people can come and learn how to use their devices, which is their computers, their phones, and they can learn how to put things on their devices so that they will know what to do. Excuse me, guys, we're in a board meeting. Please, you have to be in order while we finish our board meeting so other people can hear us that wants to hear what I have to say. So for you guys to vote this stuff down is not fair to the residents. And y'all not giving no excuse or no reason or rational reason there is of why you're voting no. Can you please tell me why you're voting no for all the things for the residents? Because we did what y'all said. Y'all wrote the law. Okay, so whose fault is that we don't have a passed budget? I put it on here several times for you guys to do your job, to come here and vote for a budget, and you all say no. You vote and you say no after no after no. And then it's on agenda again today. So what's your excuse for not doing what you're supposed to do? And anybody that knows how it works, you still do operations. Operations don't stop because you guys chose not to pass a budget. That's your job. Your job is to legislate and pass a budget. People get mad when I say, let me educate you. And that's why you go to conferences, and that's why you go to stuff. Because without the education piece, you would not know what to do and how to operate. And right now, you guys are operating with hatred in your hearts. You operate out of feelings. You're not operating with things that's going on. And I don't think that's fair to us. I think that you guys should tell the people why you voted all these things down. You told us, and I quote, Carmen, you told us, hey, put a budget together. We want to know line by line what items y'all want to do and what it is you're going to spend. We did that. And in doing so, here we are. And you still voted it down. You had time to talk to us, educate us. If it was something that you guys wanted to tell us that was different or you wanted to change, you had the opportunity to do that. But none of y'all, I repeat, none of y'all said anything. Then we get here and we got a grandstand on saying no for things that residents really do love. And y'all know that because a lot of y'all been a big bingo. Jerry Jones, you the senior trustee, you called a bingo no. You was down here parlaying with them. But now all of a sudden you saying no to what it is that they do. Carmen, you too. All y'all was here. But now it's no. Why the no? What is the problem? You gotta tell me what the issues are. You have to. What's the issues? Why the no? We did what y'all said y'all want us to do, which is put a budget together and present it to the board before any events came across the board. We did that. So what is the problem now? And we got the money. So what's the problem? Yeah, go ahead, trustee.
First of all, well, it doesn't matter. First of all, the budget, just for the record, budget has been submitted to the accountants of the way the grants come back, and then at that time the official presented to the administration. But I mean, as Trustee Carlisle said, we can't continue to spend money without that in place. And even beyond that, I mean, we just had a couple events here in the past, whatever month or so, that just extraordinary amount of money was spent unnecessarily. So basically what we're saying, especially if Trustee Carlisle touched on and saying when it comes to tech savvy, okay, the program's fine. You want to, serve some sandwiches or something, that's fine. But we don't need to be giving out all kinds of other things, such as, gift cards, all kinds of stuff. That's not what it's about.
And we do not, it's false. We do not give out gift cards at Tech Savvy. That's not true.
Examples, whether it be bingo or tech savvy or whatever it may be. That's what we're saying. And that's pretty much it.
So procedurally, there's a motion brought by Trustee Carlisle to approve Tech Savvy with limited funding. Is that correct? For food only, and then it looks like we're looking for a second on that motion, and then we could have discussion regarding Tech Savvy.
I have a question. What accountant is preparing a budget? Because Robert is our accountant, and he prepared a budget.
Robert's finance director, the accountants, is very people that
But he's not the one that does the budget. Y'all know, because y'all been on this board prior to me.
Okay,
Hold on,
looking it over.
hold on.
okay.
Y'all been here way before me. And the way it goes and the way it went, you always went to Robert Hunt and he gave you the budget. He then talked to all department heads and asked them, what did they want? What was their needs? And they put it in the budget. That's how it always went. So for you to go outside of that realm to pay someone else to do the same thing that he has done for years is wasteful spending. So for you to wait on somebody this long, when you know there's a deadline to pass a budget every single year, like y'all did like clockwork, y'all know y'all supposed to pass a budget. And we did not pass a budget. It is now September. We will be in October, and we still don't have a budget. So now your rationale for not approving these events is, oh, we don't have a budget. When before you said, and I quote Carmen, you said, hey, put something together, line it out, what the expenses are, and we are fine. We get here to this meeting and you still do not want to vote for the things you guys told us to do. That was what you guys told us to do. The trustees.
The problem is the expenses aren't fine.
Well, what's wrong with the expenses? It cannot be right now today that the expense is not fine. Y'all had this for a long time because we put on the agenda several times. So if it was something wrong, you would have said something before now. So when we get here, hold on. So when we get here, everybody grandstand, because the whole point is to communicate and talk about whatever you got a problem with. And right now, y'all did not talk about anything you may have a problem with, if it was a problem. It's just an answer of no, and that's not right. Like I said before, and Carmen and Jerry knows this, because the residents love the events that we do here at Thornton Township. And prior to me, y'all always had events. So I don't understand why it's a problem now that Tiffany Henry is the supervisor when he wanted a problem when Frank Zuccarelli was the supervisor. It's the same exact things. And they all were budgeted for. And I don't understand why it's a problem, but we got a surplus in Thornton Township thanks to Supervisor Tiffany Henry. Once again, y'all had a deficit prior to me. So again, if it was something really wrong, guys, you could have said something way before now. And I still don't see anything wrong with anything, but that you guys want to just halt things here at Thornton Township, because I see y'all doing nothing. But yet y'all study saying no to everything that myself and our team is coming up with. And I see no ideas from any of you, just no to people with the ideas. Make that make sense to me.
And other thing we need to be mindful of, with bingo, this is considered gaming. There's been a lot of questions that have come up that maybe weren't an issue when bingo started, but maybe an issue now. We need to make sure that we're doing everything according to the state law, because it's be serious consequences if you're not. And so until that can be figured out and we have a clear understanding that the laws are being followed, then I think it's important important that we stop because the right thing is done. That's not opposed to anybody having fun, but the right thing still has to be done. There are laws that we follow, especially to be state law.
Okay.
We need to be mindful of everything going on.
Okay, so let's be crystal clear to the residents. For those that don't understand who Carmen was or what she was prior to being a trustee, Carmen was my assistant. She was assistant to 15 years. Thank you. I don't need any comments. I'll make my statement. Thank you so much. She was my assistant. So Carmen know exactly what's going on. She know exactly what the rules are. For her to get up here in grandstand and say the opposite of what she know the truth to be. Because before we even started bingo, we did our research. And Carmen knows that. We called the lawyer. The lawyer that's sitting next to us, we called their law firm, and they told us that it was a green light. They also went across the street and asked South Holland. And South Holland said it was good. Everybody signed off on bingo, so now all of a sudden it's a problem because you guys making it into a problem. It wasn't a problem before we started. Everybody know I do not do anything without legal counsel. Legal tell us it's good, we go forward with it. So for you guys to keep putting all these blockades up just because, and again, it's election time, I keep telling people this, it's election time, people want to stop progress in Thornton Township, and that I will not stand for. So, moving on, tech savvy, are y'all voting for tech savvy? Is it a second for tech savvy? Second. All right, it's, motion and second, call the roll.
So we're voting on trustees Carlisle amended motion with limited spending? Is
Correct,
that, okay.
correct.
But before you start, I don't understand what's amended about it, because on the list that she had is nothing on it but food. So her saying that it's nothing but food on the paperwork. Supplies is the forks, spoons, paper goods. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ask questions, you will get the right answer. Just assuming what it is, that's not what it says, and she knows that. So moving forward, thank you. I do not need you to say nothing while we're doing this. If you please keep order to the, thank you. All right, call her up.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Jones? Trustee Carlisle? Supervisor Henry?
Yes.
Motion
Next
passed.
on the agenda is a motion to approve the retainer agreement with LDS to represent the Thornton Township and Thornton Township officials in cases of Lawrence versus Thornton Township, Ash versus Thornton Township, Dukes versus Thornton Township. Is there a motion? Is there a second? It's been motion and second. Call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett?
And I also want to put on there, because she can read it all to you, he stated there is no conflict of interest, which we stated this at the prior meeting when we told everybody to vote for legal counsel. You have to have lawyers because the township's being sued. You always protect the entity, which they did not do. Therefore, there's different things that people go research what didn't happen. Now they got to go and overturn things that happened because the board chose not to have legal counsel. You always have legal representation. I don't care what people's differences are. Hey, you make sure you cover the township, because whether you here, anybody still here, it's still the lawsuit is stuck with Thornton Township. That's who they are suing, as you can see. Larry Lawrence versus Thornton Township. Dwayne Threads versus Thornton Township. These people are suing the entity, not Tiffany Kingery. So when you guys get out of your feelings as it relates to, oh, I don't want to vote because it's Tiffany, everybody's included in that. Everybody, and I said it's Keith Freeman's included, and so is some of the staff members that they represent. They don't just only represent myself or other people. I just name a few just so you understand what's going on, so people can give y'all the facts and all the truth and not partial. Colorado.
My correspondence I have here, dated September 4th, in the instance of correction, it says versus Thornton Township and Tiffany Henry and Kentucky. So that would be incorrect. Also, Lawrence versus Thornton Township, it says Henry and Freeman are sued individually. So once again, that is incorrect.
Okay, so let me correct you once again. So you said individually, so that means that person is doing individually. When you name my name at the top, the person's doing me in my capacity as supervisor. It ain't got nothing to do with individually. So the second lawsuit you said individually. So I'm just clearing it up. I'm just clearing it up so that we got a crystal clear understanding that there was no conflict of interest. And that's why I said to move forward. So here we are. We should have did what I said a whole month ago. Moving on, Colorado.
Trustee Gray Everett, you said, trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henry?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Next on the agenda is approval of bills. Is there a motion to approve the general fund? Is there a second?
Pay the bill excluding, line item 54, 172. Line item 392, ordinances.
You want to read into record what those items are so people know what you're talking about? I know it's a lot, so that means y'all didn't read out y'all wants to need. So what's the bills that you want to exclude? So trustee, if you can tell people what it is that you do not want to pay, because we all would like to know, what don't you want to pay? And if there was a problem, no, them line items, they don't know what that is. So it could be supplies, it could be all kinds of things. What is the item that you do not want to pay? So people know, be the public. Talk about transparency, let's be transparent. Tell them the items that you do not want to pay. What items are they? What's the item, trustee? No, you don't want to make an emotion that you don't want to pay somebody, so who don't you want to pay? What expense don't you want to pay as it relates to the revenue? Because is it an item for their department? What's the items? Because you just come here and y'all just slashing things, so how do they run their day to day? What's the item?
I second trustee Carlisle's motion.
That's, what's the items? Because we don't know what it is that you don't want to pay. You want to tell us what it is, or you just want to make motions on numbers that nobody knows what you're not paying? Trustee? Why can't you read it into record? Because you mimicking another municipality, right? They read every item into the record. Every item that they take off, they read into the record. No, you should read it because you the one want to remove it. You the one that don't want to pay certain individuals, whoever that is. Because I don't even know what you're removing. So what are you removing? So we all will know for the record what you don't want to pay. So what are those items? We would like to know. Read them into record. No, you're the one making the motion saying you don't want to pay someone. So what are the items?
Second.
Robert, come on up here. What's these items that they don't want to read into record, so they don't want people to know what's going on? Read those items into record, or whatever items that you don't want to read. Okay, so go ahead. Trustee, please. Stop, we're gonna be transparent. What y'all have? What do you have? Stop. Read them into record. What she wants to take out, what they don't want to pay. Please tell the residents.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'll start reading numbers, 54 through 172. 54 for imprint for $26,125.84. That's for book bags. For A steel, $3,985. Tents. Amazon, $169.99. Mini fridge. Amazon, $229.94. Chairs, Amazon, $426. Steel mesh, 59 Amazon, $59.30. Coffee, 60 Amazon, $126. Bingo balls, 61 Amazon, hot cocoa mix, $14.87. Amazon, $19.26. Sugar packets, 63 Amazon, $116.91. Bingo table covers, 64 Amazon, $79.85. Donut and tea bags, 65. Well, it's small for no. 65 Amazon, $79.85. Tea bags, 66. Okay, I got it. 66 Amazon, $99.95. Food warmers, 67 Amazon, $137.58. It says folding wagon cart, 68 Amazon, $382.07. Ice maker machine, 69 Amazon, $160.98. Bingo game set. Number 70 Amazon, $99.56. Raffle ticket holder stand, 71 Amazon, $148.97. Wristbands, 72 Amber Retro, $300. Youth Summit, 73 BLT Entertainment, Taser Thornton Township Entertainment Comedian. Number 74 Bouncertronics Party Rental, $2,100. Picnic Bouncy Houses, 75 Bouncertronics Party Rental, $1,975. Bouncy House. 76 Call Hub, 1,000. Call Center. 77 Call Hub, 2,500. Call Center. 78, number 78 Calumet Bakery, bingo cake for bingo. 79 Calumet Bakery, $47.40. Cake for bingo. Sorry, for the senior home bingo cake for the senior home. Number 80 Calumet City Bakery, $66. Cake, student workers lunch cake. 81, number 81 Calumet Bakery, $47.40. Senior home bingo cake. 82 Calumet Bakery, $47.40. Senior home bingo cake. 83 Calumet Bakery, $66. Thornton Township Senior Home Bakery. This was at the Countryside Senior Home. 84 Calumet Bakery, Senior Home Bingo Cake, Creek. Calumet Bakery, $96 Senior Home Bingo Cake for Royal Estates. 86 Calumet Bakery, Senior Home Bingo Cake for Royal Oaks. Chicago Black Car, $126.60 for transportation to the Taste. 88 Chicago Black Car, $126.60 transportation for Kiki Watt. 89 Chicago Black Car.
How much was transportation for Kiki White?
88 Chicago Black Car, $126.60 transportation for Kiki Watt. 89 Chicago Black Car, $304.46 transportation for Kiki Watt. 90 Chicago Black Car, $126.60 transportation for Taste for Kiki Watt. 91 Chicago Black Car, $70.18, transportation, Taste Kiki Watt. 92 Chicago Black Car, $494, transportation, Taste. 93 Chicago Moonwalkers, $4,824.72, Taste for the rides. 94 Chicago Special Events, $817.65, Taste Golf Carts. Number 95 Constant Contact, $227, email marketing. 96 Constant Contact, $227, constant contact email. 97 Constant Contact, $227, emails. 98 Constant Contact, $64.52, Constant Contact emails. 99 Constant Contact, $477, emails. 100 Doubletree, $27.44, Thornton Township dining kitchen supplies. 101 Emmanuel Bansay, 3,000 video services. 102 Emmanuel Bansay, 2,500 media services. 103 Family Dollar, $12.95, back to school food utensils. 104 Family Dollar, $87.25, Taste of Thornton Township supplies for table. 105 Fixed Runner, $1,548, computer subscription. 106 Food for Less, $28.34. Extra, looks like extra buns for hot dogs. 107 Food for Less, $38.54. Taste of Thornton Township food. 108 Get Rooted in Printing LLC, $1,320, banners. 109 Giant Beauty Supply, back to school hair braider supplies. 110 Gordon Food Service Store, back to school food supplies. 111 Gordon Food Service Store, $118.67, back to school food supplies. 112 Gordon Food Service Store, $470.83, back to school food supplies. 113 Gordon Food Service Store, $429.83, back to school food. 114 Gordon Food Service Store, $495.91, Taste of Thornton food. 115 Gordon Food Service Store, $108.92, Taste of Thornton food and supplies. 116 Hit Guide, $900, media services. 117 Hit Guide, $1,425, professional services. 118 Hit Guide, $1,275, professional services. 119 Hit Guide, $2,550, professional services. 120 Jules, senior home bingo gift card prizes, $289.50. 121 Jules, $539.88, big bingo food. 122 Jules, $290.75, big bingo dessert cupcakes. 123 JJ Fish and Chicken, $73.51, Taste of Thornton food. 124 Jordan Garcia, $525, Youth Summit. 125 Kasi Boston Dancy, $2,000, media service. 126, Kashi, Boston, Banshee, 1600 media service. 127, Kevin Falk, 3000 video services. 128, Lulu Pink, $18.73, back to school hair braider sanitizer. 129, Nation Builder, $1,966.30 website. 130, Pete Fresh Market, Taste of Thornton Food Entertainment, that was for $94.58. 131, Powerful Bouncy House, $600, Picnic Bouncy House generator. 132, Recorded Hit Entertainment, $2,411.55, back to school event. 133, Recorded Hit Entertainment, $5,055.98, Taste Rides. 134, Riot Entertainment, 1,000 event. 135, Sam's Club Direct, $149.40, Senior Home Bingo Prize gift card. 136, Sam's Club Direct, $176.62, Senior Home Bingo Supplies. 137, Sam's Club Direct, $219.86, Kitchen and Storage Supplies. 138, Sam's Club Direct, $416.56, back to school food supplies. 139, Sam's Club Direct, $117.18, Thornton Township back to school food supplies. 140, Sam's Club Direct, $29.88, Taste of Thornton Senior Bingo gift cards. 141, Sam's Club Direct, $316.14, Thornton Township Big Bingo Prize gift cards. 142, Sam's Club Direct, $379.38, Taste of Thornton Food and Supplies. 143, Sam's Club Direct, $151.46, Big Bingo Dinner Supplies. 144, Sam's Club Direct, $89.64, Taste of Thornton Senior Bingo gift cards. 145, Sam's Club Direct, $421.52, Thornton Township Big Bingo Prize gift card. 146, Sam's Club Direct, $316.14, Big Bingo Prize gift cards. 147, Sam's Club Direct, negative $29.88, takes the Thornton Township Senior Bingo gift cards. 148, Sam's Club, $41.94, Kitchen and Storage. 149, Sam's Club, $167.88, Taste of Thornton Food. 150, Sam's Club, $90.40, Taste of Thornton. 151, Santee Shaney Jr., $8,913.95, Sounds for Taste. 152, Santee Shaney Jr., $8,425, Sounds for Taste. 153, Sharita Moss, 1,000, RV Taste. 154, Special Event Rental, $817.65, Thornton Taste. 155, Telefloor, $155.93, Floor, Thornton Township Funeral Floor Arrangements. 156, the DJ Experience, $1,341.60, Back to School Event Entertainment. 157, the DJ Experience, $330.24, Taste Cook. 158, the Warehouse Food Market, $42.92, Thornton Township Back to School Food Supplies. 159, the Warehouse.
You out of order. You out of order. touching you. Stop. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey guys. Hey guys. Guys. Hey, can you please leave? You are so out of order. Can you please leave? Can you please leave? Hello? It's not that serious, guys. We're sitting there having a meeting. Y'all have to stay in order. Y'all have to stay in order. Next time, can y'all please call Sao Paulo Police? Because we have to remove people. We cannot do this. Every meeting cannot be like this. Y'all have to compose yourselves. Go ahead, Robert.
159 warehouse food market, $65.36. Back to school food, snow cone ice. 160 Walgreens, $147.75. Senior home bingo gift card. 121 Walgreens.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't engage. Stop. Please stop. Stop. But you have to stop. He's not talking to you. Y'all have to stop. Y'all out of order. Can somebody call Sao Paulo? Because y'all gonna have to be removed. We here to handle business, not do this. So please stop. Can you call the police in the back? Thank you. Go ahead, Ron.
161 Walgreens, $144.75. Senior home bingo prizes. 162 Walmart, $140. Student workers appreciation gift card. 163 Walmart, $33.74. Student appreciation lunch. 164 Walmart, $144.75. Senior home bingo gift card. 165 Walmart, $36.01. Thornton Township kitchen supplies. 166 Walmart, $1,250. Big bingo prizes. 167 Walmart, $527.26. Big bingo prize gift card. 168 Walmart, $97.64. Taste of Thornton supplies and cooler. 169 Walmart, $269.10. Taste of Thornton senior big bingo prizes. 170 Willie Keith Now's, $1,500. Taste of Thornton entertainer. 171 Winston Neely, $1,100 DJ service. 172 Yolanda Harrington, $750. Taste of Thornton face painter. And, 392. All right.
That's a lot of bills. They don't want to pay. Go ahead. What else you got?
All right. 392. 3L Media LLC, $125. Event photographer. 393 3L Media, $600. Photography services. 394 Angela Greer, $3,000. Event planner. 395 BLT Entertainment, $1,200. Comedian First Thursday. 396 BLT Entertainment, $1,200. Comedian First Thursday, September. 397 BLT Entertainment, $1,200. Comedian First Thursday. 398 BLT Entertainment, $1,200. Comedian First Thursday. 399 BLT Entertainment, $1,200. Comedian First Thursday. $400 Calumet Bakery, $252. Cake for senior event, 401 Calumet Bakery, $126. Cake for senior event. 402 Calumet Bakery, $252. Cake for senior event. 403 Calumet Bakery, $252. Cake for senior event. 404 Calumet Bakery, $126. Cake for senior event. 405 Calumet Bakery, $126. Cake for senior bingo. 406 Calumet Bakery, $163. Strawberry cake. 407 Calumet Bakery, $163. Strawberry cake. 408 Calumet Bakery, $81. Strawberry cake. 409 Calumet Bakery, $163. Strawberry cake. 410 Calumet Bakery, $326. Cake, pink and gold. 411 Calumet Bakery, $326. Big bingo cake. 412 Calumet Bakery, $407.50. Strawberry cake. 413 Calumet Bakery, $326. HB Everyone Cake. I think that's Happy Birthday Everyone Cake. 414 Carlos Medina, $350 photography service. 415 Carlos Medina, $250 photographer. 416 Carlos Medina, $250 photographer services. 417 Charles J. Williams, $1,200 media production. 418 Illinois Productions LLC, $1,900 video service. 419 Illinois Production LLC, $850 video service. 420 Illinois Public Rights Fund. We should pay this workers' comp. $154.19 on workers' comp. 421 Jimbo's Catering, $399. Senior Home Big Bingo. 422 Jimbo's Catering, $999. Senior Home Big Bingo. 423 Jimbo's Catering, $469. Senior Home Big Bingo. 424 Kurt's Barbecue, $702. Taste Food. This is another insurance bill. I hope y'all can reconsider. 425 Lincoln National Life Insurance Company, $23.51. $426. Lydia Aurora Aguilera, $650. Father's Day Juneteenth backyard face painter. 427 Rakeem Aaliyah Winter, $500 video service. 428 Rakeem Elias Winter, $600 video service. 429 Recorded Hit Entertainment, $2,411.55. Taste. 430 was already removed. 431 STA Focus Media Group, $5,876.08 media. 432 Super Laundry, $152.10 laundry tablecloth. 43 Super Laundry, $152.86 laundry tablecloth. 434 Super Laundry, $40.95 laundry tablecloth. 435 Super Laundry, $31.26. 436, DJ LLC, 1,300. Thanksgiving here, picnic DJ, grill.
Okay. All right, so just to give a recap of what's going on. So the Board of Trustees are choosing not to pay all those bills that you just heard Robert Hunt read into record. That's a lot of bills. So with that being said, as you know, I don't know how people run their household, but you have to pay your bills. You cannot carry a deficit to the next month and then you will not be able to afford the next month's bill. So with that being said, the events or things that they just stated, and a lot of them was senior homes that they spoke of, that they don't want to pay for the food or the cakes or the things that they had. They had back to school events as it related to the book bags for the youth. They don't want to pay for that. Taste of Thornton, this is something that the Board of Trustees voted for. They voted to pay the entertainment and everything else. If you go check the minutes or pull the invoices, you will see that they agreed, and all of a sudden they don't want to pay for things. Also, student workers, people that came and did work here, you should always take care of the youth and show them your appreciation for the things that they actually do. Also, Father's Day being I heard in there, that's so old. I don't even understand why they're saying no to something that they said yes to in the past. Workers' comp, Robert just said was in there. Lincoln National was in there for insurance. All these things, but they just show you that people just nitpicking on things that they want to not approve and not do what's right. At the end of the day, you cannot sit here and hold up day-to-day operation. Day-to-day operation is what each of the department heads do with their departments. And then they put a invoice in and they tell you guys, hey, for this month we did this, this, and that. A lot of times, and I said this before, they go into them senior homes where people leave their loved ones, they don't go back and check on them, and they are their family, meaning Thornton Township. So we go in there, of course we take food, of course we take cakes with us, but it's the love that matters the most, and they love seeing us every single month. And for the Board of Trustees to sit here and stop it and say they don't want to pay the vendor for the food that we fed them is not right. So I'm asking the board to reconsider paying for all the things that you guys wanted to take out and reconsider it. And then the other thing, Jerry Jones, your daughter was the braider at the Taste of Thornton. So when you took that out, I don't even understand why y'all took that out, because your kids helped us, and I appreciate that. So if they all helped us and everybody was doing these things, we should make sure that we still move forward with the things that we need for Thornton Township, especially the back to school supplies, the food supplies, the senior homes, and also the food that goes with it. So can you guys please reconsider paying for the bills that was just read to not pay?
Can I say something? So I want to make mention that number 54 through 172 were credit card payments. So those things were already paid. So people already got their money for those services. And I do want to read something into record. Section 80-10 of the Township Code, it requires before any payment is made that the Township Board be able to audit invoices. Section 8510 also provides a list of various contracts and expenditures that require board approval. And finally, in 85-30, it requires that all contracts for goods and services over $30,000 must be subject to competitive bidding. And then I'm going to skip down to the bottom of this. It says there is a clear case law that states that when a contractor decides to do business with a public entity, they should use due care to ensure their work has been or will be approved. Because without board approval, there is no valid contract and no obligation to pay the vendor. So we're not, again, trying to take anything out, but the outreach program has been a program that I know for me, I've been asking plenty of questions about and have not received any answers to those questions. I even put in a FOIA request that have not been answered. And so when it comes to the outreach program, this was a department that was supposed to be implemented with the passing of the new budget. So we're operating for expenditures that haven't even been approved yet. So how are we spending money in a department that hasn't been approved? And so again, and then not only that, but who runs this department? Who authorizes the payments for this department? And why are a lot of the vendors that needs to come through board for approval being paid on the credit card? So those are questions that I would like to know pertaining to the outreach department.
Okay, so let me clear up a couple things for you. Once again, I told you guys who Carmen was prior to being the trustee. She was an assistant, so she knows exactly the steps and how this all works. She was on the administrative side, so she processed all of this that she's now complaining about. So now with that being said, she knows how the day-to-day operates. You guys had nothing in place, so let's be crystal clear. Nothing in place here at Thornton Township, so people can stop ooh and ah. If you don't have nothing in place saying, hey, this is your cap for spending, this is what you can do, can't do, and these are the laws. So stop it. So when you guys go and say, hey, he named $60, $100, peanuts. That's what he named that was being spent as it relates to day-to-day operation. As long as you guys have a receipt, you guys are supposed to go to the clerk's office, check the receipt to make sure everything's there and they did what they're supposed to do. That's what you guys are supposed to do, right? But you guys was not doing that, correct? Because it was currency. Conversation he wasn't. So what I'm saying is, and you're the only one that say it, but they say stop now. So stop it, Chris. Stop it. Anyway, so with that being said, Carmen, everything is there. You guys are supposed to overlook it, check it out, and once it's clear, then move forward. But you guys come here and try to act like laws and this and that. There was nothing on the books before I got here to Thornton Township. So we had to clean up a lot of things, and that's what they're not telling you. So in doing so, we are creating ordinances, but the ordinance have to make sense. It can't be out of spite or hate. It has to be where it operates the day-to-day operation, and they're not making the laws to that. They're making the laws as though they run the day-to-day, which the board does not. For those that don't understand law, legislate normally just write ordinances. That's it. They do not run the day-to-day operation. That's what they're trying to do. They're impeding on the management's duties. The management duties is to run their operation, give the board a report, tell us what they did for the month, let alone every 2 weeks, and then we go from there. Our job is to oversee it and say if we agree or disagree, because again, y'all know I was a trustee for 8 years, so that's what we did. So the way y'all operate is just to stop the township resources from going out the door. And for those that don't know, because I'm getting to my report, we got a $9 million surplus in Thornton Township. So stop saying we ain't got no money. So I just want to clear that up. So it ain't got nothing to do with money. I just want people to know. Here at Thornton Township, got nothing to do with money with trustees. It's all about their emotions, their feelings, their hatred, their envy, their jealousy of their supervisor is what this is always about. It ain't about nothing else but that. Because if y'all can clear that up and push that to the side, Township will move like it's been moving. Because when I came here, as I stated before, y'all had a deficit. And now y'all have a surplus in every single department. General fund, general assistance, and highway commission, and our grant scheme. So if we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. We ain't gonna just keep spreading these lies and just making statements that's not true with no facts to back it up. And I always tell the media this, they always just falsely report things because somebody said something up here and don't ask y'all for paperwork to prove it. So again, y'all voted for the takes. I don't even get why y'all sat here and said you want to take this out. And if you said a credit card thing, why are you voting down? If you said it's already paid, why are you voting no for something that's already paid? Y'all didn't have nothing in place before, so what is the issue? And y'all agreed to it to get paid. So how is it a problem now? Now you did. Don't worry about it. That's another lie you telling Carmen. But I'm gonna point that out because you did. Y'all all approved the takes because that's how we got the entertainment to come into Thornton Township because you guys approved the contract for them to come and be entertainment. So now all of a sudden it's a problem today. I just want you guys to work smarter and actually do what y'all supposed to do and not just come up here and put a little show on because we have the resources. We get you the budgets that you asked for and you still saying no to things that's needed for our residents of Thornton Township. They really appreciate all the things we're doing here. So are you guys willing to reconsider? Right now, can you answer my question about paying these bills? No. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
I asked the question you never answered. Who runs the department and who authorizes the payments for this department? And why are a lot of those vendor contracts paid on the credit card? Those are my 3 questions.
Trust me, you can call me.
I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna call you.
Right? But let's get back to the business because you want to deflect. That's what you do. You pissing and deflecting stuff. No, I'm talking about bills. I want to know about you paying. No, are you going to pay these people? Are you going to pay these people?
We're talking
all
about
those people that Robert Hunt just got up there said. Are you going to amend your motion and pay the bills?
Amended the motion to add in Illinois Public Risk Fund 420 and Lincoln National Life Insurance 425. I will make that amendment to add those back in. Yes.
Okay, so that's added in. So why didn't y'all catch that before y'all said no to it? But that just showed that y'all was supposed to offend and just say no, and not
because the entire department is not even authorized. These expenditures are not authorized, they're not
Trustee,
passed within the
You
budget.
just said no to workers' comp and also Lincoln National Insurance.
These are.
These are
employees
things
within
that you
the
guys, if y'all really read the bills, y'all would caught and not even had it in here. But I just point that out to the public that you guys just sitting here saying, I want to say no for whatever reason, and that's not right. That's not. So anyway, and that's not. The Lincoln National Insurance not for no department that don't exist, nor is the workers' comp. So stop. So if you're gonna, you don't have the floor right now. So are you guys going to amend it to the other bills, or you gonna just amend it to the two that you stated? Okay, so call the roll. She don't want to amend her. Is it a second on amendment? Second. All right, call the roll.
Trustee Jones? Trustee Gonzalez? Trustee Gray Everett? Through 172, 392 through 436, and she added back on 420 and 425.
Right, so that was.
There was no second for the first motion. Yes. So it gets paid excluding, the items I just said.
That was just a vote on adding 420 and 425 back from having been previously excluded. So the motion on the table now is to approve the general fund, not including items 54 through 172, not including items 392 through 436, but including items 420 and 425. That's the motion currently on the table.
Yeah, that's what I just told you. Trustee Carlisle? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda is general fund. Is there a motion to approve the general assistance? Is there a second? Second. Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
In the general assistance fund, line item 14, Power Works LLC, $8,745, tax refund software. And then item 42, Power Works LLC, $9,100, software tax refund. I know it's tax refund, however, once again, this is something that has not been approved yet. There's a good possibility of not needing to, why would we expend money? Has it been expended already?
As you know, the supervisor has a sole authority of GA. So that's to give people their tax money back, and you know that, but that's what it's for.
Is there a time frame when this is gonna happen?
How much was gonna cost?
The whole program.
That's something you can talk to me about if you like, but right now, we're just on bills. We're just on bills. Of course I know. We can talk about it later. We on bills. I'm not gonna go over my whole plan for my tax thing, but if I am, I'm gonna go over it in my supervisor. That's fine, trustee. But guess what? Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Just not when you want me to. So hold on. Okay, you done? Done? You just got 2 sentences. You never got nothing to say. None of no substance. So as I say, in my report, which is the supervisor report, I talk about a lot of stuff. Maybe I am gonna talk about that in my supervisor report. Right now, we're on bills. So what I'm asking you is, do you want to pay the bills? As it relates to getting to other things, I will in my report, because I got a lengthy report to educate everybody on what's going on here at Thornton Township. So you will have your day. So right now, are you going to approve the general assistance fund? Okay. All right, well, if you're done with discussion, okay. Not to me, just, that was it.
So I would like to make a motion to amend the general assistance fund, paying the bills excluding the item.
Okay, before you make your motion, just so y'all know,
Tax refund software and 42, tax, software, for $9,100. I'm sorry, the other one was for $8,745.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. This is what I mean about let me educate y'all. As it relates to the general assistance fund, that is solely the supervisor. So you amending, you taking out, you trying to replace, you guys have no say-so in it. We put it on here just to be transparent for those that don't understand how this works. If you go and do your research with other townships, you will see they don't even give the board the general assistance fund. They do not even present it to their board. But I do, because I'm being transparent and I want everybody to see we're doing in the GA fund. So that's what I mean about when you know better, you do better. But yet y'all sit here and try to stop programs that I just said on my mouth. Hey, we're giving tax money back to the residents. And you sat here, Carmen, and said, oh, I want to remove that software. So you don't want to give tax money back to the residents? Make this make sense. Y'all nitpick at every single thing with no substance, with no education on it. And then I tell you what it is, and you still vote no. So y'all can vote all you want. I just told you it's illegal because y'all know what y'all did. We got it the last time, and they came back and told y'all cannot do that. So go ahead, call the roll, so their votes.
And can I say something? I actually did do my research. I did call Township of Illinois and ask them about this, and they said as long as there's no budget pass, that you do not have the authorization to do what you want with GA. If there was a budget pass, you absolutely could do. But I did call Township, and they said that you cannot due to there not being a passed budget.
Okay, and that's not true, so we gonna move accordingly, because I go back and forth and tell you what they told me, and go there and go there. So we just gonna keep moving. You guys say y'all taking it out, and y'all see what happens when I do. I call the roll.
We can't have a roll call yet. We currently have a motion by trustee Carlisle to approve the GA fund, not including items 42 and, was there another one?
Is there a second? Okay,
42
the
and
motion
14.
second.
We need
Call
a
roll.
second and then a roll call.
Excluding 14 and 42. Trustee Jones? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Carlisle? Supervisor Henry?
No.
Motion passed.
Okay, so for everybody with GA, know that your bills will be paid, everything will still move forward according to state statute. I follow state statute, I don't follow people that have an opinion or that's upset about whatever their dislike is of the supervisor. So just letting you know, if you came to Thornton Township, you asked for my help, whether it's GA or the food pantry, you will still get food, you still get everything that you need. Next, we have Road and Bridge. Is there a motion to approve Road and Bridge fund? Is there a second? The motion is second, any discussion? Call it.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henry?
Yes.
Motion
Okay,
passed.
next on the agenda is approval of the budget for the fiscal year of 2024, 2025. Is there a motion to approve the budget and appropriation ordinance 24-009 for Thornton Township General Assistance Fund? Is there a second?
Second.
All right, and then you table it until when? Okay. Call roll.
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henry?
No. All right, next on the agenda. is
Motion
ordinance.
passed.
Is there a motion to approve an amended ordinance 24-005 to regulate event expenditures and budget approvals for Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois? Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All right, so the motion second, any discussion? Okay, so we got a couple things for discussion. So the event expenditure, once again, this is the ordinance that I was speaking to the residents about. When they sat here and they said that they weren't trying to stop events, they just wanted a budget, and I told them that was a lie. So with doing so, they harmed a lot of things that were going on in our township. A lot of people, such as senior services, could not have their events, could not do different things because they didn't have funds and things to buy for residents. So I'm gonna point that out because in doing so, they could not do their ice cream social. And that's something that's senior services. So those that attended the ice cream social that they do all the time, and that's was, I think, Calumet City building location. Okay. And what the problem was, they had to go in their own pockets to buy the ice cream, which they did do that. But what I'm saying, that is not their job. They're employees. Their job is to come and operate their location and actually use their budget to buy things for their residents. They weren't able to do that due to the fact that they put this ordinance together, and that's what I'm stating when I say they just writing things and they don't ask the staff what their needs are, what their concerns are, and how they move forward. So that's what I'm trying to make sure people understand what's going on. We can't just make laws with no direction and nobody knows, like, hey, senior service needs this, youth and family needs this, and that's what the problem has been. So I'm asking that you guys update this. I know you guys updated from the changes that we had, but there's certain things in there that we would like to add. And I think you guys still said no to that. And I'm asking here, the public, are you guys willing to amend this ordinance to the things that we asked for in the ordinance?
We included some of your items as far as like John Taylor, and we wanted that to be on the net, we included that. You guys for additional money for senior, and we did add money to that.
Well, okay, wait a minute. I know, but for the money you said so we go through it line by line, what you're talking about. So the money you said you added for the senior event is still at $4,000. And 20 what? 21. Not for seniors, it was always $1,000 a week. You mean for the catering? Right, but I'm talking about for the events, we on events. So I'm talking about for the event itself per week, y'all said $1,000. Y'all said 4,000. Not per month. It ain't $1,000 per month. When you see that?
4,000 per month.
Right, it's 4,000 per month. That's what I'm asking.
We asked to change the lingo, but we changed it.
So 4,000.
Yes.
Okay, but why didn't you do? I thought it was 5. Robert, was it not 5,000? Was it 5,000 on there?
At first it was, it was 1,000 a week. And we, some department heads got together and just asked if they can move it to monthly because our reports are usually monthly. It would give the department heads leeway to say, hey, if they spend 200 one week, can they spend 1,200 next week? And so we did ask them, they put that language in there. We did ask them.
And did you get it cleared up for the monthly event spending cap? Did you get that cleared up?
Yeah, they have 4,000. They have 4,000 a month in there.
No. At the bottom, page 7, number 1, section 07, page 7, number 1. See,
You said, yeah, I would double check with the lawyer with some of it, with some of this final words, but I'm pretty clear on most of it.
all right, go ahead. All right, what else did you change?
We added for special services, they have every night, Monday, they have a whole program.
Page, okay.
They have a condiment and other responsibilities, people through that, and then we did include, they for the regular location, so kids can have exactly what they need for the after school program, we did include a part, any additional, events they really, for people, and I think the food services, we excluded, the page 4, the senior lunches and exercise program.
So what about special services? You said bowling, and we're missing, well, you got the comment now, I see that.
We included those things that they do, all the time, to make it easier for them, so like we did include what,
Okay. Robert, is there anything else? Make sure that they got.
I need to, excuse me, Supervisor.
We were asking the lawyer, going back and forth with some of the questions, but I guess one of we see that as a monthly allowance for $4,000, but then section 5 says if the event exceeds 1,000, we need to present it. Is that after we spend 4,000, any events over 4,000 need to be presented, or? Okay. All right.
Anything else, Earl?
No.
Go ahead, trustee.
I'd like to correct my vote, because I do go along with what Robert said, as well as our budget is concerned. Frank told me to make sure I trust Robert. Frank Zuccarelli told me that.
Okay, so while she's doing that with the clerk, I just want to say for future references, when you guys make an ordinance, can you please make sure you talk to Keith Price? He's the one that oversees the staff here, which is the management, so that the management can get their input as it relates to any ordinances, because this was really complicated, and you stopped a lot of events. I know I just told you about the senior services one, and that was the social gathering for the ice cream, and then the other one was for youth and family, and that's what really, really hurt my heart, because the kids that we pick up after school, we go pick their kids up when they get out at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we take them to our youth and family building right here in Riverdale. The problem we had is the board would not approve for them to get food. So we had to struggle to feed them the first week we had them in our location, and we keep your kids for 4 hours. So I think like 3 to 7. So that was really bothersome, because every time we called them and asked them, hey, can we go buy kids food? Can we this? Can we that? It was always no. And I think eventually, I don't know if somebody changed it or did something different later, but I know that's what the issue was. And we had to make sure we found a way to take care of kids. A lot of people chipped in, and we made sure that the kids, whether there's one of your kids in here, ate food when they got out of school. Y'all know how it is when you go to grammar school. When you get out of school, what you do? You go home and you ready the refrigerator because you barely eat the food at lunch. So that's the problem we had, and I just don't like stuff like that, because I feel that they're playing with the residents and our youth, and our job as government is to make it make sense and make it right, and make sure that there's a way, especially when you got the budget for it. And it was like $300. It was chunk change. It ain't even no big money. So all I'm saying is that we should always do what's right and stop impeding on the day-to-day operation. That's kind of what this board of trustees have done, and I keep asking legal as it relates to them impeding on day-to-day operations.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Once again, why do you wait till the day of to figure out, hey, we got to do this?
Okay, so let me correct you, trustee, because you always say some sideways stuff up here. Hold on. Why would let me clear you up? No one waited the day up. This operation was going on before you guys. Hold on. Before you guys made these little laws that benefit on you all, this stuff was already in order. We do after school every single year here at Thornton Township. So this is not that new to you. So it's sad because only you think you just got it now because you don't read nothing. So if you was reading your stuff and you would have known what's going on here at Thornton Township, if you show up to the events and if you engage with the residents and you knew what community wants and needs are, you would know better before you said it out your mouth. Because we always feed the kids. Always. We never had this problem, so y'all made this law. Y'all made this law, and then y'all hurt the staff. The staff had to go and figure it out. So then they called me. So we all have to go and chip in to buy food for kids with a program that's funded by Thornton Township. And like I said, it was like $300. Why would y'all do that? Because y'all weren't thinking when y'all made the law. Y'all made a law that was just despiteful to who? The supervisor. Because you didn't have to do that. If y'all would have asked people input when you make laws, that's what you're supposed to do. Hey, let me ask each department head, how does this hurt you or help you? But yet y'all hindered us here at Thornton Township, and I don't like it. And that's why you hear me talk to it, but yet y'all made the law anyway. When I told the residents, they was clapping, yeah. And I'm like, y'all know what they really doing, right? They stopping the services here at Thornton Township, and that's what they did. And when that happened, who got the backlash? Thornton Township did. So the parents called up here, everybody called up here, even the seniors when y'all couldn't pay for the ice cream social. This is the problem that we have. There's certain things that they really care about that y'all may not care about, but they care about. And I'm just tired of it. I just want y'all to do better and ask them before you make a law. That's it. All right, call it off.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Jones, this is to approve amended ordinance 24005 to regulate event expenditures and budget approvals for Thornton Township. Trustee Gray Everett. In the ordinance, Okay. Supervisor Henry.
No. Okay, next.
Motion passed.
Next, is there a motion to approve an amended ordinance 24-006 to establish a retail/credit card/30 policy for Thornton Township, Cook County of Illinois? Is there a second?
Okay.
It's been motion second. Any discussion?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I'd like to refer to, trustee Carlisle. Is this, what's in here is correct information?
Yes.
Okay, because there was, stuff put in that wasn't correct previously, so the records know, so now we do have the correct one. So I don't know how that happened. But it was incorrect, so, okay.
Because y'all were sitting here putting stuff together again without asking the input of the administration. You said you don't know how it got there, just mysteriously appeared on the paper, you put it there. So what I'm saying is, he don't read his packages. He don't pay attention, he just come here and go check his phone record, you don't believe, he don't know to everything. That means feeding you, your kids, paying the bills here, he don't know to everything here at Thornton Township, that's not what you're supposed to do. But moving forward to this ordinance. So they put together a credit card ordinance, like I said before. It was no ordinances here before I got here. So when people try to talk about spending, they didn't have a law in place. So how can you tell somebody what they can and can't spend if you don't have a law to check what people were spending, Carmen? So next on here, you guys put on here that, again, I don't know why y'all took Robert out there, now y'all put the supervisor to have a credit card. And I think I told y'all, I made myself crystal clear at the last meeting that I do not or will not accept any credit card. As being the supervisor, I never had a credit card ever here, so why would you want to give me a card now? That's another big red flag. And then why wouldn't you give it to the staff? Because they actually run the day-to-day operation. That's checks and balances, that's accountability, that's transparency. Because when they go buy something, you know, hey, Bob bought this, Stan bought this. That's how you do it. When there was one credit card, when I got here, that's what all the theft was. They were stealing. And I told the news, I told y'all, I told everybody, but nobody wanted to read or say anything about the stories about the theft that was here for a township prior to me. So when I got here, we cleaned it up. We made sure that every department had a credit card. So when they all had a credit card, their names are on the card. That means you're responsible for the card. Now, they wrote this ordinance. Being funny again, being spiteful again, they wrote the ordinance and put only my name on it to have a card. I don't go to no grocery stores and run around and go shopping for a department. It's up to them to figure out what they need for their department. Go get it, make sure they get to the resident, and the resident have what they need. Now, another thing which I know Robert Hunt told y'all, and I hope the lawyers told y'all, is illegal to give out a card that's in my name to anybody. It's like you go to the grocery store and you got Sarah's card in your hand, but you're not Sarah. That's called theft. So when they lock you up for stealing, how you mad? You got somebody else's card in your hand. But the board wrote a law that's right here in front of us that says give the card to the supervisor, have the supervisor name on it, and the supervisor should give the card out to everybody to go shop. Make that make sense. And I told them, and I asked them, and I told them to fix it. I told them to change it. I told them to give it back to the department heads because they will be responsible for their department like they was in the past. But no one fixed it. They still want to come here and vote on something that's illegal. I'm saying this for the record, clerk. Make sure it's in the minutes. This is illegal. And we told them that. And they still sit here and put this law together. Just because you can make laws don't make it right. But when you make the law, make sure it is the law, like the truth. But you put in here again, supervisor. My name all over this. Y'all see Robert Hunt name ain't in it no more. Before it was Robert Hunt and Tiffany. And I told y'all that was bogus because Robert Hunt is a CPA. Y'all got a CPA that make all that money running around going to the stores, y'all. His job is numbers. He has a degree. He has a CPA. He's supposed to be in here doing things that relates to that. But you chose to write a law again, that's what I'm telling you, and put him in here to run around and go grocery shopping for every department. Come on, man. We gotta do better, board. So I'm asking you again, y'all got my name in this. And I told y'all the last time, y'all see it didn't work the last time, y'all put my name on this. And never did I get a card. So put my name on here again. Make that make sense? Can you remove my name from this ordinance? Now, you know what? I want to make a motion to remove supervisor out of the ordinance, and you should put it, replace it with department heads. Because them the ones that run the day-to-day as it relates to their department and what they need for their department. And they have a budget to spend within their department. So it should go strictly to the department head. That's my motion to give the credit cards to, the day-to-day operators, which is the management. It's been motion and second to do that. All right, is there, it's been a second. You call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle.
No.
Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Jones. Supervisor Henry.
Yes.
Motion failed.
Y'all clapped last time, and then they tore the house down the next day. Same about stuff y'all doing here, clapping for something that I just told you illegal. So how they gonna get their supplies, trustee? I just want to hear this since this is how y'all gonna put stuff in right. Who going to buy what for them? I want to hear this.
Motion is second on the floor.
No, I want to know how are the trustees going to fix this? How are the staff going to the store to get their stuff?
There's a current motion on the floor to approve the amended ordinance. There's a motion and a second to approve the ordinance as presented. No, what failed was your amendment.
Oh, okay. Okay, so back to it then. So what we doing? You can call the vote all you want. What I'm asking you is what happened the last time y'all called the vote, right? Yeah, hold on. You called the vote the last time, right? And what happened? The operation stopped. And you had to come back. That's why we had an ordinance up here again. It's gonna happen again. Why would you repeat the same mistake? If I'm telling you that we're not gonna use me for a credit card, what are you gonna do for all your staff to get what they need for their day-to-day? Trustees, what's their plan? How they gonna operate? I just wanna know how transportation gonna operate? How is maintenance gonna operate? How is youth and family gonna operate? How senior services gonna operate? I know I'm missing somebody. Food pantry, IT, you always need something. How they gonna operate? I'm just saying, just like IT, y'all already know, y'all get attacked all the time in IT, so how they gonna operate? How do they buy their stuff? Trustees? Y'all gotta give me an answer. How they do that?
Exactly.
Trustees, how y'all gonna do it? Y'all out of order. Please stop. So how they gonna buy their items, trustee? Because all we're gonna do is put it back on when you get the same situation, and then when some breaks at the township tomorrow or the next day, they always got an issue. How do they operate? That's what I'm asking you guys. Please tell me. Please tell me how you're out of order. You're out of order. How do they operate, trustees? How do they operate? How? Trustees? Y'all want to give us the answer, please? Trustee Jerry Jones? You don't have an answer, so you just gonna vote and you ain't got an answer. You just gonna make sure that nobody can operate their day-to-day operation. You got no response, Trustee Jerry. Okay. Trustee Chris? You ain't? So how do they operate? Y'all said call Rose. We can call Rose out if long, but my question still stands. How do they operate to move forward with the day-to-day operation? Trustee, come on, stop playing. You're such a key. How do they operate as it relates to the day-to-day operation? That's all I want to know. That's what this ordinance is for. You're stopping payments, right? You want one person to have a card and give it to everybody. So can you please, you're out of order, guys. Like, stop. Okay, so how do we do it? How do we do it? Okay, we can have a second. Now discussion. Now what? Now discussion.
There's a motion to call the vote and there is a second.
Okay, so how we gonna do it? I just want to know how we're gonna do it. I heard you, attorney. I just want to know how are we going to move forward? Because while we quiet and on you playing the game, tomorrow it won't be a game because now we have to run our day-to-day operation. And then when they all call people, because I think they call all y'all, I think Carmen, I don't know who they call up here, and they tell you that they can't operate, they can't get this, or this is broke. How are y'all going to move forward? Y'all got no response for how y'all gonna move forward? And again, y'all put my name on something that I just told you I don't want, right? And it's illegal to give your card out to anybody to go shopping, right? I told y'all that. Y'all wrote that in the post. You can't give your card to somebody, but you said give the card to other people to move forward. So what are we gonna do? We gonna get to call the roll, but I just wanna make sure I'm crystal clear that I didn't miss nothing about what it is y'all study doing, because y'all did this before. Robert had a hard time going shopping to get stuff and doing his job. So what I'm saying is, what makes you think it's not gonna be worse? Because again, you're trying to make somebody take something they don't want. Y'all know, crickets? All right, so tomorrow, to the staff, make sure y'all call the board of trustees with y'all problems. When you can't buy something, get something, make sure you call them for that, and, good luck. All right.
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Gonzalez? Trustee Jones? Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry?
No, and y'all supposed.
Motion passed.
I'm just saying, and voted no to something that somebody say they don't want. How you gonna make somebody take something they don't want? Cause y'all lie. Y'all supposed. I just wanna know who voted y'all lips. Who got y'all doing all this? I really wanna know that.
Supervisor, before we go on,
Moving on.
Trustee Gray Everett changed her vote from the last motion of the budget to no. So I want to put that in the record. To approve orders 24005, Trustee Gray Everett voted no.
Okay. So next on the agenda is approval for a purchase of handicap accessible vehicle for transportation. Is there a motion? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Is there a second? No, I'll second it. Second. Is there a motion and second to approve of a handicap accessible vehicle for transportation? Any discussion? Go ahead.
So how many of these vehicles are in rotation currently? How many could be repaired if that's possible? Can these vehicles be leased, and why are we just receiving this? Why weren't we included in the process? Nobody said anything about this until we received the agenda, and we still don't have a budget passed to be paying $85,000 or $89,000 for a vehicle. So I just want to know how this came to be and what we have in rotation right now.
So I just want to clear some up too. Keep saying you still run on your budget. You keep saying there's no budget. How do you operate anything if there's no budget? You still operate until you guys decide to pay or pass a budget. That's how that goes. And as it relates to questions, and this is what I'm talking about with my board. If you have questions, you should have asked before you got here, right? And they all would have been answered. But we're gonna have the person that actually put this on the agenda go to the and explain it to you so that you will have the answers that you need. Tony, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. Hello, trustees, supervisor. It was placed on the agenda for purchasing of a handicap accessible vehicle. We currently have 8 vehicles in rotation in transportation. That 3 of the vehicles that the lifts are broken, and we have experienced a mechanical failure this year with air conditioners with vehicles. So, yeah. A lift repair is $10,000 per unit. Well, no, all of them are not. We've been repairing them. All of them are not currently down, but to fix those 3 would be $30,000. Yes. roughly about $6,000.
So I'm just asking, what if you were also issued to pick the 4 vehicles, and you have 4 additional vehicles versus buying one? Vehicle? Yeah. It's 89,000, I think it was 89,200.
It was 89,430.
This is like $36,000.
Yes, what we also did was, 2 of those units, we lost transmissions that caused additional repairs. And I put on the agenda for a new vehicle so that it would constantly be in rotation. So if one broke down, we would still have one that would be under warranty, that we would not have to continue working out that additional cost.
And then, this vehicle be leased versus purchased, so we need to also.
So what actually happens with the lease vehicle, they want half of the money for, like, the lift would cost an additional $10,000. The lease vehicle do not come with the lift. So the lease company wants half of that purchase up front for any add-ons to the vehicle. So inside of leasing opposed to purchasing, if we purchase a vehicle, then we own it outright quite naturally, and there's not any added cost built into the monthly payment. And at the end, after the 3 years, 5 years, we can in turn trade that vehicle, and we are no longer dealing with the lease company and with everything that's going on with the lease company. I thought it would be wise to just to purchase through the co-op.
I have a question.
Yes,
Mr. Chairman. When it comes to something like this is something that normally should be bid out because of the dollar amounts. I mean, I know you said like you go through the co-op and it's kind of streamlined, but would it still be a good idea to try to bid it out?
So with the co-op, they actually did all of the bidding. So the co-op,
Gives you the lowest, or
yes, they give us, we have the lowest possible price. So what the co-op actually does at the beginning of the year, they reach out to these vendors. These vendors deal with the co-op and with the manufacturers and give the co-op the lowest price. We joined these co-ops, and we've been a member of these co-ops for more than 4 or 5 years.
So you said we have 8 vehicles what's the most we would have on the street at one time?
All of them. Yes.
Excuse me. Yeah, I just want to go back to the repairs, because again, it was my question.
But yeah, you took stock coach.
Girl, but anyways, yeah, so back to what I was saying, I think it's for, it just sounds better to fix the vehicles and we would have more in rotation. I mean, because if we already have 8 vehicles, you have 3 broken, so you have 5 right now, right?
So right now, all of our vehicles are in rotation. And
All 8 of them?
Thank you all very much for making sure that the dealerships will pay. All of our vehicles are in rotation. The thing that begins to hinder us, if something goes down, we have to take it out of service. Okay, when a unit needs brakes, we have to take that unit out of service for that day or for 2 days until we get the parts, and then put it back in service. So that becomes a hindrance, like we need a transmission, air conditioning repair, certain things that the vendor may have to order parts. Now that puts us further out of service until that unit gets back on.
But, again, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but, it just seems like it would be more effective when we had 4 vehicles that work versus just purchasing 1 vehicle. So I'm still trying to understand that. We would have 3 vehicles, you know, it's like with the lift versus just 1 that works.
So in essence, we have 4 units that are 2006. So those units are almost basically phased out. What we did maybe 4 years ago, we purchased 2 new vehicles, ST7 and ST8. Those are the 2 newer units that's in our fleet. Okay, after 2 years, the lift is no longer under service, where the remainder of the bus body is still under dealership warranty.
I mean, I understand, but I think just because we simply don't have a budget passed, I think this is something that me as a trustee, I can speak for myself where I say I'll be open to hearing the need. But I just don't think that it's feasible to buy a $89,000 vehicle right now when we don't have an active budget. But it's something that I'll be willing to include, in the upcoming budget that we have presented to the council.
All right, any more discussion? All right, are you guys going to move forward? Okay, that's fine, but y'all do know y'all do have a budget, right? Y'all know y'all have money in the budget. It's still money in the budget that you're operating with currently. That's why I was saying, hold on. That's why I'm trying to explain it to you, because think about it, how do you operate the day-to-day here? You still operate, did you go and listen? How do you operate today? You still operate today without a budget. Okay, so that means there's still money in the old budget, because other than that, you could not operate without any money. But what I'm saying to you is, if something breaks down, like you just explained to you, then what do you do when it's time to go pick people up? And one thing I do love that's going to be mentioned is that all our vehicles are out of the street. That goes back to me saying that every department increased when I took them. We up to 80% of people knowing Thornton Township exists. So people are calling for all the services here, but we got to make sure we got the manpower and the vehicles to make sure we can go out and do the job. So you guys saying, oh, I'm gonna wait. Life don't wait on nobody. So why we gonna wait when we can do something about it right now, today? And then if something bad happens, meaning it all break down, then what do we do? And then people are scheduled for stuff, what we gonna do? It's just gotta be better than this, but okay. All right.
Currently, the motion on the floor is a motion which has been seconded to approve the purchase of the vehicle. Trustee Gonzalez had proposed a motion to, I guess, not approve the purchase pending approval of the budget. There's not been a second or a roll call with respect to that.
All right, is it second? All right, call roll.
This roll call is with respect to the amendment by Trustee Gonzalez.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Jones? Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry?
No.
Motion passed.
All right, so next, moving forward, what we got on here? Okay, next is Supervisor. Yay. All right, so we did a lot of great things here at Thornton Township, despite what all the negativity is. One thing I do love is public service. Without public service, guys, you gotta have a heart for the people. You have to. That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you motivated. That's what keeps you strong and focused. We had Friends of Tiffany picnic. It was really epic. It was this was last Saturday. It was at Just Ice Rink in Dawson. It was from 11 until 8 p.m. Residents still came out. They had a blast, and they was able to get free food. So they got free food that I paid for. Yeah, me, 15 paid for the food because the board did not want to vote to feed the residents. And that's what I mean to you guys when I say you gotta have a heart for community, for people. I reached in my pocket, paid with my own funds to make sure that everybody still ate, that the picnic still went ahead despite people hatred up here. Because you see other events was on the agenda today and they still voted no for it. So in doing so, people appreciate that, because if I didn't care, I wouldn't use my own money, right? Because you want people to say, hey, she really loves what she do, and I do. I love it to the T. But you have to give people the opportunity to lead. You have to believe in the person and give them the opportunity to grow. It's said that everybody just come and they attack and say negative stuff. Just imagine this. I always say this: be today, you tomorrow. It happens everywhere, but it's just a matter of when it's your time in the rinse. So we have that going on. Township Talk. September 25th will be Township Talk. That's what we sit right here and we talk to you residents about things that's going on in the township. We give you fact and we shut down all that fiction stories that they got out there in the public, and we give you all the evidence you need. So if there's anything about our budgets, our surpluses that we have here at Thornton Township, we give you every single detail. And Every department has sits right here where I am, and they talk to you about their department and what they do in their department and the need for their department and how many people they help in their department. So that's what I love about Township Talk. Again, something y'all wasn't doing before I got here. When I got here, a lot of things weren't going on. So we're gonna talk about that tonight. Are you ready for my video? Okay, the first thing I'm going to entertain, because how people was asking me questions while we're taking care of agenda items, you're supposed to stick to the agenda is how it works. The chair controls the agenda, the chair controls the floor, just so people understand Robert rules of order. But people never want to follow the law, they just want to say what they want. And in doing so, you stay on task with the items you're talking about. Other things you talk about in your report, or you talk about the Township Talk, and you answer them that way. All right, where you at? You ready? Okay, yesterday, I know that, hold on, let me get it. Yeah, this is right. Let me know you're ready, Matthew. So y'all know I love making videos. They have no time to complete the video, but when fake news report videos, and yeah, it was live being, where you at being, I don't know if you behind that camera, live being, made a report yesterday about Thornton Township, and this is how obsessed they are with your supervisor / supermayor, right? They made a report about Thornton Township about the taste of Thornton. As I stated to y'all before, the taste of Thornton was voted on by the Board of Trustees, was approved expenditures, but they didn't report any of that, right? So in doing so, he inflated numbers to say one thing, and the truth is the truth, right? He did a FOIA. I have a FOIA right here. This is the FOIA that being did, and he reported that we spent this type of money right here. $30,000 for Key, Jay Holiday 20, and then some other performance which we did not have, but people like to make stuff up on us all the time. And he said it cost Thornton Township $135,000. All false, fake news, false. So move on to the next clip. So this is a breakdown of the cost for Thornton Township. This is everything that he forwarded that we gave to Pink. Being the light that it is. $32,000 right here was the breakdown right here for what it was that we were supposed to do for Taste of Thornton. Next slide. $50,000 was for the agency, as you can see, for the performance. But he said that we spent all this money, and that's not the truth, right? Because the truth will set you free. So here we go. Next slide. We spent the grand total, $83,000. $83,000 is what Thornton Township spent. Little do y'all know, it's less than what Frank Zuccarelli spent for all the tapes that they ever did. But did y'all FOIA that? Did anybody ask any questions? His last tape was 160. I'm trying to give you the exact number. He spent, you put it up? Oh, you put it up. Okay, 103. So I'm glad, thank you, FD man, you put this together so quick. So that's what he spent in 2018. This is what we spent in 2024, as you can see. But again, people run stories because they got national platforms, and y'all run fake stories. I call them fake news all the time. They never give y'all the truth. So I just want to break it down. So the real cost was $83,000. Line being said it was $135,000. The difference was $51,000, right? The difference in percentage was 63% markup that he lied to y'all on the news about to say that we spent $135,000 loss. What I say? And the other thing I just wanted to say at the end of that I know a lot of them will do anything for ratings, and I get it. I tell y'all they use my name, my face, my likeness for ticks and views, and I understand that. And I know y'all making money off it. I told y'all didn't pay me my percentage. But with that being said, just stop lying on us. I don't like that. As I always say, stop lying on me before I start telling the truth on y'all. And that's what you lying being. That's that. Next, moving on. Let's talk about these events. I always say that the events that we got and what's going on, and I did a comparison because I like to basically compare apples to oranges. Because people say one thing about Supervisor, but they don't go give you the meat stuff. Right here for events that we did, MLK, we had Mother's Day, we had the picnic, we had the taste, we had Veterans Day, Women's Day. These are all events that the board right here that you just saw was saying no to. But these are all events that community really engaged in, really loved that we was doing here. So I just want to show you that. The next one, salaries. That's another big issue we had here at Thornton Township. Salaries was all out of whack when I came in. They had ghost payroll going on. They had all kinds of stuff, noodles, but y'all didn't want that. So when I tried to tell them about all these things that was going on, people just ignored it. So here I am telling you again, 2.5 years later, because that's how long I've been here. Let me see. So let's go to, I'll go to my report first since I got it. So y'all mad because the money is getting spent the right way, when in fact in the past it was getting spent the wrong way. So I'll give you an example. Y'all had ghost payroll going on. This is the previous administration. Some of them here in the crowd. You had expensive bonuses, and Stephanie Williams, remember one, she got an $18,000 bonus, $20,000 bonus. This is how you kept people online. I just want to point this stuff out. I know y'all don't know about this, but all this been going on in Thornton Township. You had gasoline for all. So you wanted gas, everybody got gasoline. I don't care who you was, pull up, you got gas. They had take-home vehicles. They had spot treatments with government funds. News, that's some news you can use. Employees work from home, no accountability for where they at. And HR was giving out personnel information. So all this was going on. And again, this is stuff that I was trying to tell them when I first got here. But everybody that was here, that was upset, and had an attitude, pushed the cameras to me and say, "No, look at Tiffany, I just got here." But I was basically exposing all the mess here at Thornton Township, and that's why it's all cleaned up. That's why we got surplus. We had deficits with that. I don't say we, because I ain't on that. They had deficits for years. News, where was you at? So how was they spending money and they didn't have it? Trustee Gonzalez, Trustee Jerry Jones, money they didn't have. They sit on this board. But all they did was say yes to everything, right? Because everybody wants to see these games, but they got to tell y'all the truth. And this is the truth. Deficit for years. So now, y'all mad because where I saw failures, where y'all saw failures, I saw opportunity. And what I mean by opportunity, we created programs like Tech Savvy, like Big Bingo that people mad about. I don't know who mad about Big Bingo. If your grandma, your auntie getting out the house and coming to hang with people that they don't know, y'all funny. And make you friends. So that's what it's about. It's about community unified, community all together. So all department members were down at Thornton Township until I came here, and it was at a standstill. But what y'all didn't prepare for is I cannot be controlled. That's what y'all didn't prepare for. Y'all thought that I was young, dumb, didn't know nothing, was gonna let y'all come and manipulate me. I didn't do any of that. So because I didn't do any of that, you guys started this whole smear campaign because I didn't go along to get along / status quo. Now, let's talk about some of my accomplishments here at Thornton Township. Under the new Thornton Township, we created outreach. We created a call center. We created scholarship programs. We put kids back to work in the 17 municipalities. Y'all know that, huh? News didn't cover that either. So if you had someone that lived in Dixmoor, Markham, any of the 17 cities, I'm just naming a few, basically they did a work program and the township paid them. So when this board, which is so small when it comes to vision, they don't think about the what if. So I'll give you an example of what I mean by it. Grass cutting. I remember when we talked about the grass cutting and everybody was talking about, man, they stopping the youth. They don't want the youth to work. That's not the truth. When we told y'all that, we explained that to y'all. What I don't appreciate is that kids can do more than just cut grass. For those that don't know, let me say that loud. Kids can do more than just cut grass. So some of the kids wanted to work in administration. Some of the kids want to work in the water department. Some of the kids want to work in the fire department. And some of them are firemen and fire ladies to this day, due to what we created here at Thornton Township, which was under youth and family. So we did the scholarship. We gave over 80 kids scholarships up to 2,500 or 3,000. One of them, Robert, which one? 3 of 25. 2,500. So we did that. So with the grass cutting, y'all still had kids that did cut grass, but then the contractors was hired to cut the rest. But the kids did work, is my point, that they did work throughout Thornton Township, where any mayor that wanted to be on board or join us here at Thornton Township and not have no hatred all they had to do was tell us the need, and we supplied them with whatever they needed. And that went really well. We received a $1 million grant when I got here. The $1 million grant, like I said, we put all the kids back to work with the grant. And we also created programs, like I said, for the Fire Academy. Kids, we had 12 that signed up and 12 graduated. I know that Chris Gonzalez was there. He voted no for that program, but he came to take a photo op. That's all I'm saying, y'all. You got people that just fake. They get up here and say all these things. They come for the accolades. They don't come to put it together. So I just want to point that out. So that was really, really dope because that was never, ever done here in Thornton Township, let alone the scholarships. And that was for any kid that lived in Thornton Township that was looking for money to pay for their books, their tuition. Because I know how hard it was. I went to college to pay for those things. So we wanted to make sure we created a way for our youth. Youth and families increased it here in Thornton Township. Our senior department increased it in Thornton Township. Transportation, which you just heard today, increased it in Thornton Township. General assistant increased it in Thornton Township, where we give away money to help you pay your light, your gas, your water, your mortgage, your rental assistance, and even help you bury your loved ones. Where they do that at? Thornton Township, your supervisor. So these are things that they did not do that we do here, and we push it out to the community through all our communications that everybody be hating on. I don't know why. Who don't want this face in the place? So it's just problems like that we have going on at Thornton Township, but it's really been an epic movie. The other thing that we're working on moving forward, the soup kitchen and the salad bar for the people. These are all things that we create for the people. The food grower containers for the people. The food trucks for the people. The grocery trucks for the people. These are all things that we created that the Board of Trustees has voted down. But thank God I'm over GA because we still gonna make a way because if COVID or anything happens, what do you do? Y'all gotta think future. You gotta think what if. You gotta think of what's next. We can't wait till it hit our doorsteps and then we trying to figure out what we're going to do. That's what I do. I am a visionary. I create opportunities. I create things that grow a community. And that's what we got to see and walk in the Black and brown communities. We've been neglected for so long and underserved. So now our job is to make sure that we get what we need for those times. And that's exactly what we've been doing. Again, I stated this earlier, and I know in Township Talk, we gave out information that's related to myself and my administration because I love them to death. I appreciate it. I cannot do anything without them. So I want to say that even though I'm using the I because I got a problem with the I to we to be. But we had a, well, no, I ain't on that. They had a general fund deficit of $4.5 million in 2022 when I got here. So when I got here, just imagine the cleanup that I had to do. We turned it into a surplus of $3.1 million in 2023. So these are things that they talk about. These are things that facts. These are things that you can go check it out. These are audited numbers. These are things that I wish the news would just do a segment on and say, hey, I see the thing that you really want, Supervisor. As my lawyer said, yeah, everybody just attack. So the next thing I want to talk to you about was, did you know that your taxes over here at Thornton Township, this is something that I talk about really big at Township Talk. You only pay Thornton Township 5 cents for every dollar. People don't even know that. So I just want to break down what your 5 cents goes to. It goes towards senior services, where we serviced over 33,000 meals to our seniors. They went on 1,600 senior trips. They had 12,000 residents participate in various activities. And they had 1,367 seniors receive health services. So that's our health care that we do. I think that's coming up. Tanika, we got the date and time for the health care? No? Okay. Yes, I do. What is it?
Monday, September 23rd, 11 a.m.
At Calumet City location?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're interested, you're a senior, or you just want to go by, stop by, they got that coming up. Then we have the special needs. That's another program. We have over 1,400 individuals participate in our dances. We have over 1,500 participate in bowling and more than 100 homes modified with the ramps. When y'all go through certain communities, you'll see ramps, and that's through Thornton Township. They call us and they able to get a ramp to get up. Then additional services was provided through transportation. We have 34,000 rides to seniors for hospital visits, grocery store, and other things. And then we distribute over 32,000 food boxes. We service over 5,000 families at the food pantry. We assisted over 18,000 individuals in live heat, emergency assistance. And then we also distribute toys to over 1,300 kids throughout our Christmas toy drive, which will be coming up as well. So we're trying to go toys down too. So we got all these things coming up, and these are things that we do here through our township that, again, was here before I came. And that's what I mean when I tell y'all, do your research. I'm doing the same exact thing that the person before me was doing. All it is now my name is and everybody dead. I don't understand that because I want to fix it. I want to clean it up. I want it to be better. I don't want it to be the same. And that's why you see me study, fighting, and I'm not gonna give up. Next we have Thornton Township, just so you know how this goes. When you get this bill, this is something that we do at Thornton Township talk. So I'm just showing you, I know you can't see it here, we're gonna have it up on the screen, and we walk you through who taxed you. So when you're looking for someone to blame, like people tell you stuff, be lying, telling you that this person, that person, they don't work like that. These are your taxing districts. You have your local schools, you have your village, this was a South Holland bill, so that's why I can say that. Village of South Holland, and then you have your Thornton Township bill, your Cook County, your South Suburban, South Holland Library, and then other expenses. And this was a South Holland bill. And what we did was go through the bill and we try to explain to them who take what percentages of your bill. So when you see Thornton Township, you will see the 5 cents. And if you go get your bill at home, you can read this and understand it, and you'll know what you're looking for, so you'll know who board meeting to go to blame. Majority of the money goes to that municipality or that city. In this case, it goes to South Holland. They pay $1,454.82. The local schools, now they get majority, that's 20%. The local schools, it paid 65%, $4,609.57. This is one of the bills. Thornton Township, $379.93, 5%. And then Cook County, $228.41. And then South Holland Library, $222.39, that's 3%. And then other miscellaneous was $167.73. This tax bill was $7,062.82. So just so you can understand how to read a tax bill, but I always have this available at Township Talk so people will understand the content that's before them. The next thing I had was showing you our general fund. So I was showing you, like, if you pay attention from 2017, they had a deficit the entire time. And what I don't understand why the news won't hear all those years. So 2017, you had 2.2 million. 2018, 2.4 million. 2019, 1.7 million. 2020, 4.3 million. 21, 1.9 million. 2022, 4.5 million. And then when I came, everything changed. We stopped all the reckless spending and all the things that they was doing prior to me. We made people accountable for their department. Everybody had a credit card. It wasn't just one credit card like it was floating around here when I first came to everybody, and everybody pointed the finger at who did it. So that's why y'all see me so strongly against how they just made a law for one credit card again. So, bad habits die hard. So in 2023, it was a surplus of $3.1 million. So I just want to show you, and then we are currently now working on the next one. Salaries, we also have that. I have a breakdown, and I did it by year, so you can understand that all of the salaries went down under my administration, and that's what people don't understand. That was a big savings, and that's what I mean about that ghost pay room when we made people show up, like, where you at? You work here, what department? We never seen you. So we did all of that, and in doing so, we was able to make sure that we got things back on track. One thing I could say is in 2022, they had a salary, the salary was $7.7 million. And that got to do with all the departments. So seasonal, part-time, full-time, it got to do with every single department. IT, road and bridge, but it's everybody together. So what I'm gonna have to do is just break it down just for our department so you can understand it a little better. Another big thing that they don't talk about, gas. Remember I said everybody got gas. You pull up, you got gas. So this was the gas card that was given out because everybody had the card. And this is all I keep trying to show y'all, but nobody wants to go through it like I'm going through it. So I had them break it down per year per department, who spent what, how much was spent, and it breaks it down and it drops and drops and drops. That now we are at like $4,000 of spending gas, when before they was at 86,000 of spending gas, and that's in only one department. So all I'm saying is you can go through each department, you will understand better what I'm saying. Same thing here, I'll give you a complete year. A complete year for GA gas was $11,000. Higher year was $40,000 in 21. And then half, that's another big department, because they got lawnmowers and things of that nature. The amount was $40,000 in 2023, and then the higher amount prior to that was $64,000. So I'm just giving you, this is a breakdown of every department. But this is what I do that they don't show y'all. My degree is in business administration, business management / accounting, and that's what I do. I go and I review numbers. I make sure that we are on track for our fiscal year, and I show my knowledge that they don't show, because they want to show that people doing this and doing that, and I keep telling you that's not true. And when y'all see it in the end, when everything comes out in the rinse, you're going to be like, dang, she was telling the truth. That's all y'all gonna say. But it's gonna be said because y'all sat here and watched people drag somebody with negativity left or right. And it's said when it's my own people, let alone women. It's said because I will expect people to uplift, pass the baton, educate, and uplift one another, because that's what we're supposed to do as people. We gotta always be human beings first. Next, we are gonna hear like different events. So we did a breakdown to tell you how much we spend per event. Per event, chunk compared to the numbers we really got. So we got that. So this is the real thing that I really want to get to really quick to tell y'all. And that is the financials. Remember how I just explained to y'all that we are up by $9.7 million? And yeah, y'all can go 4 years now, you know I don't care. 4 years, everything we're talking about. So in the general fund, currently now, we have $3.4 million. In the general assistance fund, that's why I say when they keep voting the way they vote, these are real numbers. Supervisor, real numbers. $5.8 million in the general assistance fund. This is money that we have right now today in our bank. So they don't say that. They don't say none of it. Then in the road and bridge, we got $500,000. We got $521,000 in there right now today. But these are all numbers that we have that you can go look for yourself, that you can get a copy of. I get a copy of this. So all I'm saying to y'all is stop believing the hype. Go get some facts. Pay attention to what we got. And it was a total of $9.7 million for that. And the big thing that I'm real big on, we spending less, but helping more. And I show you that when I do the comparisons. I show you what they spent, then I show you what we spent. It's always less than what they spend, like I just showed you for the taste of Thornton. How people just go and inflate numbers and lie being again. I just don't like when people do that, because y'all put a bad light on Thornton Township, whereas we're doing way better than before I got here. Before I got here, they had all this chaos. Before I got here, if they really wanted to fix it or change it, they could have. They should have. Why didn't they? Why it took for me to come in and say, hey, I'm going to be the change that y'all need for Thornton Township. And I'm going to go through all the mess, because guess what? The first is the worst. And at the end of the day, I am the first supervisor of Thornton Township, being a young Black African-American female youngest person. And it said to go through all the math and scrutiny, because you cannot and will not be controlled. That's all it's about. It's about control. So I wanted to point that out in my report, and I don't want to keep going because I got a lot more to say, but I normally talk like this at Thornton Township, Township Talk. Is when I normally give this report. We talk about everything, we give out documents, and we let them follow on the screen, step by step of what we're talking about, what we're doing, how they can find out everything. So that is my report for Supervisor. And now we have.
You want to be long-winded?
Public comment. All right.
Vivian Allen. Alicia Nicole. Michael.
Thornton Township. I came this evening. I wanted to thank you for giving me my FOIAs. I wanted to address the FOIAs that I received. The FOIAs I received was due to about the trips. I know there's been a lot about the trips going on here in Thornton Township. but they never talked about the individuals that went on the trips or booked the trips. And so I have in my possession over 545 pages, which show trustee Carmen Carlisle booking the trips, booking the air flights with Mr. Freeman's credit card. All of this information is there. But not only that, it showed that Ms. Carlisle were missing a lot of receipts to a lot of things. And I referenced an email in which Robert was asking her about receipts to different things. I'm very disappointed because this very trustee came to this meeting last month and talked about how she has no trust in the supervisor. Well, we have no trust in you. You very well was a part of these trips, booking the hotels with the credit card, but everybody in the news never told us who were the individuals doing this. You, in fact, did that, and I have all the FOIAs that show that. I have no FOIAs that show Supervisor Henry's name on anything. But I see FOIAs with Keith Freeman's name and your name, and you using Keith Freeman's credit card to do things here in Thornton Township. That's a very much concern of mine, and you sit as a trustee. The other thing that I have to address is we talk about budgets. Was it important to have a budget when you were booking the trips, going on the hotels, renting cars? It's so much that's in this 545 pages that I admonish every resident to get the facts for yourself and know who was doing what. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is I put in a FOIA about texting. We have individuals that text during the meeting, and I want to let you know that your phones are FOIAble. They are FOIAble. There is a case law where your electronic devices that you use during your meeting is FOIAble. I will be FOIAing. I also have FOIA'd and have not received my FOIA, but I sent it to the Attorney General's office, and I'm waiting on my response, because you cannot use your phone in a public meeting and text. That is against the law. All right? That is against the law. The other thing that I wanted to address, Robert Rules of Order. Robert Rules of Order. I watched here in this meeting where trustees, there's a motion, there's a second, there's always debate. There's no going to roll call. There's no going to roll call. So I ask that you guys do your research on Robert Rules of Order. A lot of you guys are out of order when you're talking in your deliberations. Thank you.
Catherine Primary.
Good evening, Thornton Township. My name is Catherine Granberry. My reason here today, which I didn't want to discuss it as a part of this meeting because I feel like this is my personal business. I was asked to perform at the Taste. Okay, I was okay, I was cleared to do that. And I sent Angie a contract, okay, the same day she asked me to, and which was July 9th, okay? The Taste was, I believe, August 17th or something. Anyway, I submitted the contract. No one ever contacted me as to us being a part of the Taste. We were really looking forward to being a part of it, me with my band, you know, being on stage with Kiki Wyatt. They were excited about it. So I waited it out, and I got another request to be at another gig. I turned it down because I was keeping hopes that we would be doing the Taste this year. This is not the first Taste. I've been on many Taste stages under Frank's as a supervisor. But anyway, no one ever contacted me. I asked Angie in passing, so what's happening, what's going on? No one ever, contacted me about it. I found out that I did get approved after the fact. Okay, I did reach out and I sent the trustees emails stating this because I wanted to do this sidebar. I didn't want to come to the meeting to present this because y'all got enough on your plate. So, and on my contract at the bottom, and I only charge $2,000. Come on, for 1 hour on stage, and I have to pay my band with that. I have to split it with them. So the bottom of my contract, I said if I get canceled for any reason before the taste, that the Thornton Township is to pay me $1,000. Okay, half of what I was asking, and I'm just asking that you all would honor that. I mean, if you could honor the whole contract, because I missed out on another gig from getting paid, hoping that I would be performing for the taste, so I didn't, so I just missed out altogether. So I'm just asking the trustees, Thornton Township, to honor my request. If you didn't receive the email, I can resend it. You can give me your correct address. If you didn't get it, I can resend it to you. So along with the contract, so that you can view it and we can take it from there. Okay.
Counsel. Janelle Taylor.
Good night, as I usually say when I get up here because it's so late. I have several things that I want to discuss, and I hope nobody says my time is up since there's nobody else left. For the tech savvy, I think that's fine, but for so many events that you have, I don't think you should be feeding people so much. Number one, all of these cakes that you're ordering, and they're going to seniors, most seniors have some dietary restrictions. And all that sugar, you see, I've had too much in my lifetime. So they don't need cake, they don't need ice cream, they don't need so much of it. I'm not saying that they never need it. But that is a lot of pastry that's going towards seniors that should not be going towards them. So some of these events are fine, but you don't have to feed everybody. You don't have to feed them for bingo, you don't have to feed them for so much. And please keep that in mind, because there may not be a lot of money, but some of those cakes cost $400, or some of the money going to Calumet Bakery was as much as $400. And one of the ways that you can solve the issue with Ordinance 9B about the credit card, I think the township supervisor should have a credit card. But I also believe that there should be one department that is in charge of taking care of the purchasing. Everybody can have a little petty cash around or whatever, but if you have one department that is in charge of purchasing and the other department let that head know what they are requesting, and then it gets approved, and then it gets ordered, and then it gets purchased, and then it's distributed to you. Too many credit cards going around, that's not good. That's not even good if somebody's personal loan. Because borrow from one credit card and pay the other. One central location or department that has maybe 2 credit cards that are used to purchase items, not them all over the place. Too much money flows around, too many people. And the situation with the gentleman who spoke about Ms. Carlisle, the credit cards and all that kind of, I'm sure it was approved by somebody else. I'm sure somebody told her to do that. I don't care if it was Keep Freedom, Free Money. I don't care whose name goes on it, but the buck stops at the top. The person in charge of everything has to bear the brunt of everything. And you can't put it on anybody else. And besides that, I'm not even sure what this guy's position is. And when he starts talking about somebody else, there are a lot of people in this administration that got the rap sheet and got some issues. So nobody should be throwing rocks at somebody else, okay? Because too many of you have a closet that you want anybody opening that door to. So stop that.
Good time is up, ma'am.
Also, that outreach department, Why can't you tell your trustees who's over the outreach department? If you're about transparency, what are you hiding with that? If you have a department and some money being spent for that department, who's heading it? Transparency for one item and not for another is not transparency. Go around and it doesn't mean anything.
All right, thank you so much.
And
Thank
can
you.
we ever get some
Thank
answers?
you. Thank you so much.
Who's over
Thank you,
outreach?
thank you. She has 5 more people to go.
Who's
Thank
over
you.
outreach? Who is over outreach?
Kathy Colson. Okay. Deborah Reeves. Dennis Thomas.
Okay, I'm gonna take my time. Okay, first thing I want to say is that we need to pray. Okay, I brought this up the last time I got up here to speak. Okay, we get up here and we pledge allegiance to the flag, which is wonderful, but we need to pray. Okay, because when we came in, when everybody came in here, I sensed animosity. Okay, I really do think that right now the trustees, they're really standing up more than what they were doing before. Okay, and one thing we need to do, we need to stand for each other. Okay, every time we turn around, we're fighting. We have words that are fighting. And if the trustees decide and they say, well, we don't want this, can we be in agreement to let it go? We can't make anyone do anything. We're all grown up in here. Okay, let's all respect each other. And that's what we need to do. We need to respect each other. And sometimes we don't respect each other because you know what? We don't respect God. Okay, my message is always going to be the same. God is first. Okay, I could say one thing that I've seen happen on Thornton Township at the thing, but I'm not going to say it. But one thing I'm going to say is God is first. And you cannot use God's name in vain. Now that's what I'm going to say. We have a township, we have a beautiful opportunity, but we have to work together. Let's not cut each other down. Before we get up and have a meeting, why can't we pray? Get a chaplain. Get someone to pray. We do everything else but pray. We need help. I don't know what the exact figures are as far as the money goes. I don't know. But I know we need to pray. We need to ask God to help us. I know I don't need to get a whole lot of clapping on that because I know God for myself. I know him and I know he will help me because I never want to get up and say anything. But something tells me get up and say it because this township needs God first. God has to come first. And you can tell when you're looking around the people that don't even want to hear it. But that's okay. Because you know what? God is holding me accountable. And if I don't do what's right, he gonna get me. And everybody in here, he's holding us accountable for what we have to do. And if we don't do what we're supposed to do, God is gonna get us. So let's do it together. Let's really love on each other. Love on each other all the time. And love is not just talking. Love is action. Love each other. And when we love each other, this township is really going to do something. So it's not about the last Zuccarelli. That's over with. That's over with. That's over with. Let's go forward. Let's pray and ask God to help us to do what he wants us to do. That's it. I don't know if my time is up, but that's it. Before you leave, pray. When you get in your car, pray. Pray for the kids in school. Pray.
Everywhere you go, pray. We don't even know if we go send our kids to school. If they go, come home. I know this is a little out of it, but pray.
All right, your time's up. Thank you so much.
Pray.
Always.
Tiffany Trotter.
All right, thank you. My name is Tiffany Trotter, to the board of trustees and Supervisor Henry. I know you mentioned a lot of times, like, do your own research, don't take information that you get. And I appreciate that, because I also have a bachelor's degree in finance, so I'm a little grounded in that, and I'm able to understand. I wanted to see it for myself. So with 20 years of banking experience and a degree in finance, I was looking at the budget that's been presented, and I appreciate you, trustee Carmen, Carlisle, and Gonzalez, for having somebody else take a look at this. In some cases, the numbers just don't compute, like they don't accurately add up, so I think some of those are just probably typos. In other cases, Supervisor Henry, you ran off numbers that you said was our current surplus. They don't match the numbers that are in the budget. In addition, the current year hasn't been budgeted yet. I know last year's budget was complete as of August, so not sure what the status of that is, so that we can have accurate numbers to know what we left off with before we go into the new year. For this new year, the general fund is showing 2.5 million less revenues, but 6 million more in expenses. And just in general, all of the budgets are showing where we ultimately have a budget that's not balanced. It's gonna end up in a deficit, which will bleed into any surplus, which we aren't really sure what the surplus is at this point until the financials get audited. So it's really difficult to continue spending, not sure where you are. So I would just continue to caution you to have somebody to take a look at those numbers. The general assistance fund, I think that's the one that's Supervisor Henry said that she has sole discretion over. That one's showing an $11 million increase in expenses. That seems substantial. And the things that are in some of these, I think that, again, take a closer look at some of those line items, because for me, they didn't make sense. But as a resident and taxpayer, we are putting trust in you all, that you're getting those answers, that you're looking into when numbers change, and that you'll get those answers. So it's unfortunate that these meetings are not as informational as we would like for them to be. I mean, you had a presentation up here earlier. That would be great if we could somehow source it back to something, because that would be meaningful. The other thing that I want to address, legal counsel. And the interest that she is acting on behalf of the Thornton Township. If you feel confident that that's the case, and she's doing everything in accordance with ordinances, and what the rules and regs are, absolutely, sharing legal counsel should probably be a problem. If you have concerns about that, and there's some type of malfeasance or it's not being administered and adhered to, think about protecting the township if somebody's not acting on our behalf. That's not to say that you wouldn't fund her legal counsel, but be mindful of whether we need to have common legal counsel if she's not acting on behalf of the township in the way that you would expect that to be the case. So I'm sure that's somewhere near my time, but thank you, I appreciate it.
Trina Downs.
Everybody on my phone is probably gonna die within the next 3 or 4 minutes. So thank you guys for coming out.
No, I got shadows on my head, because we all been made slaves for poor decisions of this board. In 2011, Thornton Township had 42% of its assets in cash assets. That was $14.6 million. 42% of the township assets. When Frank Zuccarelli died, how much of that was left? Who keeps accounting of it? Who is in charge of it? How often do you keep accounting of it? Can anybody on the board answer that outside of Tiffany Hanger, because you guys were here before her? Who was here in 2011? Why is it so quiet? We don't do questions in Thornton Township, Supervisor Hanger? Chris Gonzalez, The $14.6 million that was in cash assets for Thornton Township, how much is left? Ms. Everett, how much is left? Here, how much is left? Carmen, did they tell you how much is left? Stephanie, do you know how much is left of the $14.6 million that was held in cash assets? I know that $2.2 million was spent on a garage or township vehicles in 2012. How much is left? That was 42% of the township assets held in cash. Who is in charge of that money? When Frank was alive, who else besides him was in charge? And when he died, who was in charge when he died? I know one thing, I'm gonna FOIA and FOIA till I find out. And if they got to dig Frank up and shake his pockets, we're gonna find where that money went. Make no mistake about it. So you don't gotta answer me, but as I say, you'll answer that again. Tiffany, you got an answer?
I sure do. Stephanie Wiedemann was in charge.
Girl.
Well, Critical Smoker said that his feed was about to die, so I'm guessing that's what's going on with the feed. This was a long meeting. Oh my God, from 6:15 until 8:39. This is insane that a meeting is lasting even this long. And his feed is definitely frozen. But he said his phone was dying, so I think that's what is happening. I'm going to try to refresh the page to see if he comes back or if he went out. But it looks like, let's see. I don't think his chat is still going either. Oh no, his chat is still going. But I think his phone died. Man. Y'all, this is incredible. This lady is incredible. We need to unpack some of this stuff. We need to unpack all of those things that they call out on this warrant list, that Carmen called out on the warrant list that she didn't want to be paid. Okay, so let's plan on going live tomorrow evening and discussing all of those things that Robert was reading. If y'all want me to go live tomorrow and we go through all of those things that Robert was reading so that we can add up how many cakes was paid out, let me know in the comments, because the debate is on and I want you all to be able to catch some of the debate. Yeah, we need to get it written down, Winky. I'm going to go back tonight and write it down for you guys, and I'll have it tomorrow. Okay, golfer. We'll go live tomorrow night. It'll probably be late because I have a few things that I need to do tomorrow. So let's plan on going live by like 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to go live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. so that we can unpack all of those names that Robert read off. I'm going to write down everything that he said, and we're going to get a total of how much they won't be paying. So these will be checks that will be sitting on the desk again. that they won't be paying for the warrant list for the bills. Okay? Who buying the cake for tomorrow? I'm gonna bake a cake tomorrow. It's cheaper than the one she be buying you. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. Please try to watch the debate. You need to be educated about who you're voting for. If you would, please hit that like button on the way out. Please subscribe and turn your notification bell on. Hopefully, Minion can be with us tomorrow as we break down this meeting from today. I really appreciate all of you that are tuning into my lives. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I will see you guys on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We are going to unpack this. See you guys tomorrow.
Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions. Opinion, come and have a seat. Do I find a treat or exclusive? Sneak peek. Double up, you all know what's up. Double up, we about to blow up. Double up, it's time to show up. Minion with opinion and all in the queue. Nobody gonna stop us. Up on the issue. Been a pass on the test room. On the triple up. Queue. Up on the topic. Big way for us to come through. Up on the queue, nobody gonna stop us. Double up on the topic. Getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop us. Up on the topic. Getting in the queue, nobody gonna stop us. Up on the issue. Let it pass on the test room. Politics, fashion, subjects that trend are all in the queue and mentions. Opinion, come and have a seat.